So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
What is up, guys? We are the Two Beerded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
Not so Beerded Guy.
And today with us,
Barton Lewis, Indian on tap.
behind the camera, the one, the only,
Off-screen Matt.
So Barton's with us for two reasons. A, we love having him on the show because he is a fucking riot, and too.
Yeah.
But also because
Can confirm.
as we
True story.
as we have continually posted, we are giving away 2 tickets to Hops and Coaster Drops, the sold out event of the year.
It is sold out, man. Like, seriously, guys, this event's going to be phenomenal. Like, we have a lot of support from everybody locally. This is your last chance. No chance at all after this whatsoever. Can I go on?
Yeah, continue.
Can't do it. Get your tickets now, and all you have to do is, I believe, comments on the feed today.
On YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We'll see them all.
And you have a chance to get 2 free tickets. Some people out there paid $60 plus for these tickets. You have a chance to get 2 for free.
Hey, I have a question. Can you get these tickets anywhere else?
You can. If you win today, you can sell those tickets to somebody that he might know. You can buy them secondhand. But I will get to that later, talking about secondhand tickets to events, because it's not really the coolest thing ever. But no chance of getting tickets other than that.
Comment, and all you got to do is comment on one of our 3 feeds. We'll see it. We'll enter you. We'll be putting
Full topless selfies might get you on top of a list.
We'll double
but it
it.
will not guarantee that you win.
We'll double your entry.
Oh, there you go.
See what I did there?
I like that.
We'll enter you in a randomizer. And after when I open the 4th beer, when we start the 4th beer, we will announce who wins. So anybody who's watched before, you kind of know the pace we go at. For those of you that don't, well, watch the show, and after the 4th beer, you'll have a chance.
Well, and this is going to require us. Does Matt want to mention who's commenting, or do you want Matt to actually make the list?
Who's Matt?
Off-screen Matt. The guy
All right.
Guy in the Shark's hat.
I
know you can't see him.
That's a good question.
It's like, who's Steven Spielberg? Like, he's just a guy over that way.
I mean, he can just tell me. I have the
All right.
notebook in front of me anyways.
All right. I was going to say, you've got the notebook, you've got the pen. It relies on him to tell us.
His
We'll flip through and double
says,
check.
All right.
Get go hot dog, get go sausage sliders, taffy.
Also, if
Can't confirm.
if you do comment and for some reason off-screen Matt does not say it, comment again. Comment again. If we still don't get it, DM us on Two Beerded Guys Instagram, because John and I both have our phones and we will see it.
Yeah.
And we'll yell at Matt and make fun of him on camera for not reading out your name.
Or you can write your entry on the back of a $50 bill and mail it to Jonathan. And
it has to be here tonight.
It has to be here tonight.
You better get the Pony Express on that shit.
So, either drop it off in the mailbox on top of an unmarked 6-pack, back of a $50 bill, your entry, and we'll put you in.
Tied to a carrier
get
pigeon.
tickets.
With a Polaroid, preferably.
Chances of winning depends on the number of entries.
It goes from A to D.
All right, guys. As always, we do talk about our most anticipated beer. Barton probably forgot. It's been a while since he's been on, but good thing Matt's first. One of these lovely drinks is your anticipated beer of the day.
There's a lot of solid ones. Barton brought some stuff that's Iron Maiden beers. I've had a couple. I wanted to try more. I'm pumped to try those. We got an Ale Song Sour that sounds really good. But I'm actually looking forward to Fang, the malt liquor that's got a tiger on it?
Yeah. The three-eyed tiger?
Yeah, I don't think we've had anything from them yet, and it's a malt liquor.
I do not recognize Wayfinder, so I think it is our first beer by them.
Yeah.
John, anticipated beer.
No, it's Strawberry Jacket. The strawberry barley wine from Revolution Brewing.
Absolutely, I'm pumped for that.
Tessa, you better be watching because you said you would.
Barton.
In the last couple of weeks, I found out that Old English 800 is no longer being made by the Miller Coors company anymore, which is a long time thing. Malt liquor, people that drink that in the can, bottle, whatever. So seeing Red Fang, which is another great metal band, but it is also a malt liquor. I think the world needs more malt liquor. And Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian, he said it, man. Like, he's a malt liquor picker, and Red Fang is my choice for the day.
I'm so happy.
A malt liquor picker. Write that one down.
You don't remember that commercial, Billy D?
I remember, dude, when I lived by...
Dude, he was singing Colt 45. It's like, I'm a malt liquor picker.
Dude, there's a life-size...
I'm YouTubing that later.
Oh, man, it's phenomenal.
The life-size, cardboard cutout of him, doing the Vanna White with the Colt 45. I have a picture of me with that on the 500 Liquors on, 38th and Sherman, where I probably should have got stabbed, shot, or both.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have had a malt liquor choice. It should have been sold out at that point. Sorry, everybody. I know that's profiling.
Hey, write down Dana. Yeah.
I already got it.
All right.
Dana, I think you're lying.
Yeah, but she's in, Dana. You're in.
You're lucky.
What was the other one that we had from...
Dana Jacques?
Yep. Dana's fun.
All right,
Her
so...
and Ryan.
I'm not putting in Ryan. He hadn't commented yet.
I know. Ryan's got to make his own comment.
All right, guys. My most anticipated beer is the Ale Song Sour. I am ridiculously excited for this. Ale Song is one of my favorite breweries, and then I'm a huge sour fan, especially things that tend to lean more in the traditional style. And if I know Ale Song, I feel like they're going to lean more that direction.
I do believe, gents, my first time on the show, there was another ale song that we did.
I believe we had an Ale Song Stout that day.
You guys can keep talking. I brought my fancy little book of things that I drink.
Barton might have been here for the Double Rhino Suit night.
No, he wasn't.
Was that not him?
No,
Okay.
no.
That was a magical night.
That was a magical night.
Carry on, gents.
Yes.
I forgot you write shit down in that. All right, Matt, what do you got for us?
Oh, I thought you were going to say your anticipated beer.
I already did.
Okay, sorry.
We did the ale
I'm
song
trying to
thing.
multitatask over here more than I normally do, so I'm very distracted. I was going to say, when we were at the Boone County Jail Distillery on our way out, we learned that the moon that night was a waxing glorious. That needs to be written down.
You're welcome, by the way.
Right? How great of a name for something with that.
They named that after me when I jump in a cold shower.
To catch up on people that are talking on here, we have got a few. You got that pen fired up there, Tyler?
I'm ready.
We've got Kevin Atwell saying, "Hey guys, Russell Owen, what's
Sam
up?"
Hagar is commenting?
Russell,
Sam Hagar?
unless you're going to be in Indiana, we probably won't put you in the drawing.
No, but I'm writing it down his name for anyways.
We got Brett Pittsford. I win, he claims. We will see, sir.
I know Brett wants to.
You have a chance. Carrie Davis also on. Can't stay long tonight, guys, but hi. Well, that enters you in the contest nonetheless, Mr. Davis.
Done.
I love it.
Brett again says, "What's up, guys?" He wants 2 votes. Christian Mack is on, saying that theme song, though. Thank you, Krisha. And she also says Barton, because it's all ours. Russell is commenting your hat. Tyler says, "Damn, Danner looking dapper."
They call him Tyler, put in the canner Danner for a reason.
Write that down.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was trying to see the way if I could put this. Damn, dapper, Danner, Tanner. Yeah, that's a lot.
Jersey material, I think.
Who else? Want to read that one more time?
Tyler put it in the canner Danner.
Russell, you know what to do.
And go. We got Ryan Heine.
Ryan.
Says, yo, Ryan
right.
in the house.
Thanks for joining,
Ryan's
Ryan.
in.
Man, people keep commenting while I'm trying to scroll down. It's throwing me off.
I love this.
I know.
Christian Mack, I'm going to drive my entry over. Michiana Beer Reviewers. They said they're late for Beer 30, but they are here.
Thad, is it you or who is it? In case somebody else joins us.
Chris Ream is on. He says a man of many words, hi. Russ says, no need to add him. He's just here for OSM wisdom you will be wanting. Sorry, buddy.
I was just hoping you were going to come visit.
Right?
Dale Kaplan Litton.
He is 21 now.
Captain Law Litton. These guys be bearded. Yes, they do. At least
bearded.
2 of them over there.
I had a shave. Had things to do today.
Yeah.
Carrie is actually going ahead and being a super nice gent. Says him and Bunny must have got tickets already, so if he's who wins, we may as well scratch him out. He said go ahead and redraw. Thank you, Carrie, for being a gentleman and scholar.
Carrie, you do not have friends that would like these tickets.
Carrie doesn't have friends except us.
Okay, that's right. That's why I asked.
Well, see, courtesy of us, Barton, everyone in the TBGU already got tickets.
That is fair. We did encourage heavily.
We did.
Fair.
Dale or Carrie, no, that was Chris Ream says go Purdue,
Yeah!
and Michiana says it's Thad. No tickets for us.
Well,
Okay.
Does that
fuck you,
mean-
Dad. No, that's fine.
What? Why can't people from Indiana come to this thing?
He is from Indiana.
You just scratched him off the list.
He said no tickets for them.
Why not?
Dad, I'm entering you anyways.
There's no resale value in these things, and I'll kind of get in that like later on about reselling beer festival tickets. And trust me, it's not cool. Do not buy tickets on the aftermarket for any event, and I'll explain that a little bit later after he gives me some beer because I'm.
Yeah, we need some beer.
Oh, Dale says, oh yeah, I'm 21 now. What should be drawing for? We are drawing for, in case you missed it, tickets for the sold out Hops and Coaster Drops event in September. It was 11th Saturday.
Yep. It's a Saturday.
At Indiana Beach, basically you get to get in, drink a lot of beer, and ride roller coasters.
Some would say that's in like 2 weeks.
All included.
Tweaks.
3.
Tweaks.
Hey, John.
Oh.
Michiana Thad says he'll be in Michigan for his son's 21st birthday that day. That's why I can't.
That's actually
Why
fair.
wouldn't you bring your son to the coolest beer festival ever, even though it's not in Michigan?
Anybody else that I need to write down before we distract him too much?
Well, we got Turfs Up saying, are we live now? And to tell Hecubus that we know the truth about what's in those Keystone Lights during his show in the morning on Turfs Up Radio.
What's up, Turfs Up?
Ooh, Rissa just joined on. What's up, Riss? She says, oh, pick me. So there is a
Yeah.
noise for
I'll get
that.
you down, Rissa, as soon as I'm done pouring.
And we're caught up for now.
All right.
Woohoo!
Well,
So-
thanks everybody for that big jump. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
Dale,
great.
Dale says, sounds like fun. I concur. It does sound like fun,
You
Dale.
guys will have a treat, and I'll go into more detail about like what you should expect when you get there at Hops and Coaster Drops. It's gonna be an event like you've never seen before.
Alright, so our first beer of the night is Stone Fruit Symphony by Ale Song Brewery. It's a sour ale aged in oak barrels with peaches and nectarines at 7.3%.
One sniff, Tyler's going to come.
A blend of perfectly ripe
He's
Oregon
already here.
peaches, 7.3 if that's what.
I'm sitting next to him, man. He's gonna get stuff on my foot.
Blend of perfectly ripe Oregon peaches and nectarines steeped in our tart barrel aged ale creates the perfect harmony of vibrant summertime flavors. Bold, juicy sweetness and refreshing acidity recreate the joys of biting into a fresh peach, while hints of oak and subtle floral notes complete this bright and fruity beverage.
So anyway, they just smelled this.
my
Does this
God.
remind you of the joys of biting into a fresh peach? Just a smell.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the smell is fantastic. The drink is a punch you in the face.
I think of like that scene on Face Off when it's like a Nicolas Cage. I could eat a peach for an hour.
Every time anyone says peach, that's the first thing I think
Yeah,
of.
right. I mean,
Yeah. Tyler's going to be very happy with this.
it's a bit on
It's tart.
the tart.
It's tart.
Astringent.
Yep.
It's a very drying mouthfeel, but at the same time, the effervescence bubbles, like all those bubbles, is nice.
All the bubbles he's talking about. This should be like a video. I can count the bubbles. There's 9.
Can you angle the camera down?
It's not really. Maybe. Hold on.
And also see what else we got here.
Oh, K-Cam's going for red.
Rissa asks if she can come for the show and do champagne tasting instead. She'll bring a Shambong.
Yes.
I don't know why we would say no to that.
Yeah.
It's not my potty. But,
No,
no.
the show she's on in October.
And Michiana says that they really wanted to be there, but it's his son's choice, so, kind of got to do what the son wants to do for his 21st, and supposed to respect that.
Hey, Quasi.
Stop arguing.
Oh, Kevin says they will be out of town for their 25th anniversary on September 11th, so sadly they will not be able to attend either.
That's some bullshit, Kevin.
But here's the thing. Kevin wanted to go. He's like, cool, we can do this. And he asked. And I was like, what? We can't do it. He's like, shit. Now I gotta go to Shed Aquarium and just hang out in Chicago and pay $300 a night.
Fucking stupid good. Sorry, we're going to talk
Are you
about the
sure
beer for a
about this?
second. Yes. Very tart, very fruity.
Very tart.
That peach flavor is fantastic. Very, very, very tart.
Is it? The peach flavor. Like, where? Like, what did you get?
A tart peach.
No peach. For me. For this guy.
Well, it's like...
I also huff a lot of glue.
But no, it's very traditional. Very, very funky. I am pumped about this beer. I am glad we've held on to it as long as we have, but I'm glad I'm drinking it now.
Oh, yeah. I go first, don't I?
I'm so happy.
This is going to be polarizing.
We'll need a rinse.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. It is one of the most tart sour beers we've had.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty tart.
I think it's fantastic. I don't know if I could sit and drink a whole ton of it.
Branded corks. That shit's expensive.
I will go 4.25 though.
Branded corks.
Really, really
Yeah.
very good. I think if you're going to be top tier sour,
It's expensive.
it needs to be a little more drinkable.
So just a reminder, before Barton here goes, we score on 0.25 increments. No, we normally remind everybody ahead of time. 3 is a perfectly average beer. Above 3 is above average. You get to 4 or higher. That's where you're going to seek it out. 4, 7, 5, and 5 are just beers. Under 3 is below average, but that 2 to 3 range is still very, very drinkable. A lot of core beers at different breweries are going to kind of fall in that 2 to 3 because they're easier to produce, maybe not quite as much flavor. Under a 2, that's when you're like, well, if it was free or cheap, all right, I can still drink it. Under a 1 is for the love of God, pour this down the drain and I'll drink water. Why the hell would you give me this swill? That's the way we score. That's the quick and dirty version. Barton, you're up.
Well, I'm not a fan. But I don't like sour beers, and I think I've let you guys know that. That doesn't mean they're terrible beers. Like, people love those things. I'm just saying, like, if this beer went to high school with other beers, it wouldn't get laid until well after its junior year. Like, it would just sit there, like, hanging out by the lockers, like, hey, guys, I'm a sour beer. And be like, oh, want nothing to do with you. Then at some point in the senior year, like, a decent beer would come along with, like, desperation, like, okay. And that's kind of what I got with this. Only because going into the day and still proven, I will always try. I will try anything. I just do not like sours, and that kind of dried my mouth out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that beer is going home by itself, not having any friends. It's just.
So what are you scoring it?
It's a whole new rating system.
Yeah.
High school clicks.
Okay, let's go from a rating system to not getting laid, maybe to getting laid. Definitely not getting laid.
Matt, what are you scoring it then? Since Bart won't give me a fucking number.
I'm not quite as elaborate as Barton is at this here. I can agree though. Like, I'm normally not a big sour, like a traditional sour like this. This one is very tart. It's gotta be either you're gonna be like Tyler and have a big chubby, well, a chubby for it.
There it is.
Man.
I like how we started here and just kept going down.
Well, then went to like I kind of went a bit.
And then he went back up a little bit because it went from here to little to.
Haven't seen, can't be mean. Just gonna go and guess. Somewhere maybe that average range, but yeah, it's good for what it is, but it's not my bag.
Does Ale Song make other beers?
Oh yeah, they have some of the
Yeah.
best stouts I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like the best sours you ever had?
John and Matt also love their stouts.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
This isn't. I didn't say this was the best I'd ever had. I said it was fucking
I said
fantastic.
it's fucking fantastic. Best you ever had, fucking fantastic.
Not even close to the
Hanging
same
in the
scale.
locker room
getting
crying.
laid in high school.
Score! Give me a score!
Subjectively,
Cup
I'm up
seven.
to 3.5.
Rest of the world.
Thank
9.5.
you.
It deserves better if you like the style, but if you don't like that super tart, this is not going to be for you. It's not going to want to change you.
I'm giving it a 4.75. I think it's fantastic. It's not a 5. Oh, this should be good. Anyway, so I give it a 4.75. John, what's the score?
I gotta do math. Sorry, I got distracted. Russell, I blame you. 4.75. Could be a fun show.
All right, so while
4.25.
you're doing math over there, Brett's asking, is it too much to expect to have coasters to put your beers on at the coasters joke? Or coasters and drops?
Because he wants coasters.
I think he should be disqualified for that.
He did fall out with dad jokes for days. So
There is a good question about cups for that day, and we'll get into that because obviously you can't take your cups that you're actually drinking on rides with you. You're going to have to set them down, and we'll let you know, like, if you do set them down, how you can get new cups, and it's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
all right, I didn't think that is an interesting dynamic. We've also got Andrew Thomas Wilkes.
Hello.
Three names, man. You know what they say about three names?
Can't trust him.
Probably a serial killer. Sorry, buddy. But Hoplore Brewing, the mill will be at the festival, but he would still like to be entered to win tickets, please.
Oh, absolutely.
Adage, bud.
So, ask Andrew, I grew up in Clunette, Indiana, which is right down the road from Hoplore, so we would love to have you down. Absolutely. Glad you're pouring for the day. Let me know where your booth is. Actually, I know where your booth is. Hopefully you're set up next to skee ball, so you can just drink your beer and play skee ball all day long.
That sounds like a fucking blast.
Yeah. I already have a couple.
Wait, are the games free too?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
going to be an amazing day.
Which Andrew further says they're trying to get some extra tickets so they can just close shop for the day and bring the entire staff. That's dope.
You can only get 2 more, Andrew.
Well, that's
the
what
day.
he's
That's
trying.
it.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Why do you think he's trying to win them?
Andrew, if you can see this tattoo, this barn is on 650 North in Clunette, Indiana. It's like right down the road from your brewery. It's there. Drive by. Check it out.
So that did average out to a 4.25.
You can cut donuts in the yard if you want to.
Anyway, our next, what is that? Okay. Sorry, I was making sure that.
I've got some more comments.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
All right, we got Joshua Milbrath. He's
Josh?
saying math is hard. Yeah,
Math is real
yeah,
hard,
especially
yeah,
in
That's
this
a
group.
crappy thing that people put on us.
We'll have to do like more than normal tonight with all the recording names and stuff. It's fun, interesting, and math. Yeah.
Krisha Mack says, "Stop with the mouthfeel. Never, because someone has a drinking game at home." Do we cover the mouthfeel in that last one? boys?
Mouthfeel? Oh, it's very drying out. That mouthfeel was
I said
dry.
it was an astringent mouth.
As in stricken mouthfeel? Okay. Mouthfeel. Kevin says they're going to Tennessee. That's God's country. Enjoy that while you're down there if you won't be able to coast your drops and pops, Kevin. Brett says moving to the country, got to eat a lot of peaches. Ha. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good job, Brett. Good job.
Ryan's asking who's the cutest of the bunch. I'm not sure directly what that's aimed about. If it's you three, I think there's a clear winner on
Barely.
here.
I think it was
Well, I'm the good looking one.
I think it was the Sarah Gooch, though. Who's the goochest of the bunch? She just said cutest. I think it was a typo. on his
Oh,
part.
okay.
It's kind of
Turfs-
awkward.
Yeah, I haven't shaved mine in a while. You know, that gooch.
Ooh,
It's hard to
man,
reach.
yeah. Mine's been the same way, yeah. I
And
usually pay somebody, but
Turfs Up asks.
Trust anybody.
Who asked?
Turfs Up
This
asks,
is Darren.
what do you think about Liquid Death? It's Eric Jones' favorite drink now.
That's like the water. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've
that's-
actually drank it on the show before.
We did.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. I just can't spend that kind of money on water.
They have it at Kuma's too, which I thought was kind of funny. Like I saw one like Liquid Death, we've had that. It's water in
The
a
kind of thing
can.
Kuma would have, though.
It's
It
the
does.
most metal water you
They
can
do
get.
have sparkling now, and I do want to try it because we've only had the
Try
normal.
that.
So I understand what it is, but it's literally just water in a can called Liquid Death.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
The big thing is it's aluminum's a whole lot easier to recycle and better on the environment to recycle than plastic. More aluminum cans are made from recycled aluminum than even the most recycled water bottle.
Okay. I mean,
So-
I can get behind that.
That's kind of their big thing and why they
But
started
how
it.
much am I spending on a 6-pack of
It's
Liquid
not
Death as
cheap.
opposed to 900 bottles?
Well, you
of
have to
bottled
order
water?
it for one.
Okay, which I don't like to do.
Yeah.
I just like to go rob water stores
Yeah, same.
at gunpoint. Give me your water.
So-
They're like, oh crap. that's weird.
It's been a while since I've looked at the price, but it was a little high.
Speaking of Turfs Up, they say Eric Jones is planning on a rival show to ours. The concept we're rating White Claws and seltzers.
White Claws
Get
are
the fuck off our
seltzers.
thing, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Get
might
off
have
our
a
dick.
off-camera chat there.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tell what the next beer is, and you can continue with anything else you
I only
have.
had one more.
Oh,
Andrew
go ahead.
says he is a serial killer, but with a C.
Yeah.
Wow.
Golden grams, right?
All right, so this
60
is
crunch.
the Cosmic Tiger edition of Red Fang Malt Liquor
Multiple.
by Wayfinder. The finest craft brewed malt liquor known to humans, a week-ending destroyer of nights, party forward in a turbocharged tall boy. Red Fang returns with their highly anticipated new album, Arrows.
Oh, so this is like after
Yep.
the band Red Fang.
Yep. 6.5%.
Nice call, buddy.
6.5% ABV. There was 3. It's collect all 3: the Cosmic Tiger, the Skull, or the Arrows. Arrows is the new album. That's what this one came out before. Brewed by Wayfinder Beer out of Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. So if you guys have never seen the band Red Fang videos, Google them after the show. Their videos are about pounding beers and getting into fights.
Why have I not heard of these guys before?
They are so amazing. Like, seriously, check them out. Like, Red Fang is like one of the greatest metal bands. They kind of have a
I was trying to sniff it there. I was like, why am I sniffing this?
a good Black Sabbath feel to them, a little bit harder edge, but man, like their videos are epic. They just sit around and drink beer and party.
Rock and roll.
Malt liquor.
In a world that we live
less sweet than most malt liquor.
in a world that we live in now without Old English 800, I'm alright with this. Now, Canner Danner, can I find this in my local liquor store?
No, we got this on Tavor, I believe.
Yeah.
Did we really?
Sure did.
Yeah.
I saw down there, it was like malt liquor. Yep. I was like, how can I say no to a malt liquor with a tiger with 3 eyes on it?
I like it.
It's good. It's not as sweet as most malt liquors.
But is that a good or a bad thing, though? I mean, sometimes you're kind of like, a little...
This would be
little sugary.
nice. This reminds me of like a nice crispy boy. This you could just pound on a hot day.
Yeah.
It should come in a 40-ounce bottle, though.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
my personal opinion with malt liquor, and maybe this is profiling when I was being a kid, but I like this. Like, I would drink this a lot, even before I knew there was the actual band Red Fang that I adore and love.
Oh, boys.
Nice little 19-ounce can.
Is Matt's score going to count for me instead?
No.
I mean, as far as the malt liquor goes, I mean, you kind
No,
of have
his
a
only
parameter
coming
of what
last
to
time because
expect.
he didn't give a score.
I know, that's true.
Well, you haven't heard he's going to score this one yet. This guy's definitely getting laid in high school, right? This is probably, what, 8th
Give
grade?
me a
Oh,
number
dude.
this time, please.
Oh, yeah.
But
so,
you're
like,
first.
But so this guy's in high school, right? And he's in high school with Old English 800. Like, Old English 800's a brother, like, won state the year before. And he's, like, the new kid, right? And he's still, like, sitting there, like, like, looking at chicks. And it's like, dude, I'm going to change your IPA ways. I'm going to make you a malt liquor person.
Is his grandpa Cobra?
No.
No, Cobra's like they don't even talk to Cobra anymore.
Oh, it's
like,
Magnum.
Just
My
way
bad.
on the other end.
This guy is banging Sour Beer's mom.
And not calling her on the way home, man.
All right, give me a score.
I don't know what's my score rate here.
Yeah.
3 is average.
5 is the best
It's
beer you ever
0.25.
had.
Increments.
0.25 is the worst thing you put in your mouth.
This is
in a while.
easily the second best malt liquor I've had in my entire life. Old English 800 being the top. I mean, I give it a solid, like, what can I go to?
4 is a secret
It's
out.
between
I gotta go buy-
0.25 and 5.
Then I give it a solid 4. Because it'll never be Old English 800.
Brett confirms should be in a 40.
Thank you, Brett. Give that guy tickets to something. That's not the event that we
Oh, it's like, I don't have tickets to give him anything.
Just give him tickets to something.
Dale says, finest in craft brewed sounds like my middle name.
I'm going to need my calculator.
I'm going to give it, I mean, it was solid. I enjoyed it. I'll give it a 3.5.
Compare it to another malt liquor you've had. And not like those malt beverages you drink when you're by the pool, like your shandies and whatnot.
Shit. Well,
You're drinking malt shit.
Steel
Reserve.
Oh my
I
god.
was hoping you were going to say that.
I like Steel Reserve better. I also like Magnum better.
Still Reserve's a tough drink.
Funny story.
The fact that you can drink a Still Reserve, that's impressive.
Steel
fuck
Reserve and the small samples we had were
No,
good, but then
I
I bought a full
buy
24
them.
ounce and drank the whole thing, and I was like, nope.
I buy a Still Reserve around.
I enjoy them.
Yeah, I'm not saying I enjoy it, but I buy one.
Yeah, the small pour is the way to drink it. A whole
Yeah.
can, it's a little sweet by the time you're
$3 get
done.
like right where you need to be.
Buy a couple of those right before you go into a concert.
Yeah.
Take pop. Oh, yeah. All right, anyway.
Okay, you know what's up.
John.
Listen, if I'm going to the bad decision shelf and I'm getting a malt liquor or a Bud Light Clamato bullshit, whatever.
That is a bad decision.
Are they on the
it's a
same
bad
shelf?
decision. It's called.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all in the bad
It's at least the
decision
same
shelf.
door. Yeah.
It's usually within the same door at like a liquor store.
Yeah.
All those tall boys,
fair.
Malt liquors,
40s, all that shit's in the same
Clamatos.
thing. We call it the bad decision.
I like that. I like
Because
that.
nothing good happens after you get in there.
Like, I'm not going to get this. Like, I'm sorry. I appreciate your love for this. I think there's a little bit of nostalgia in there.
Oh, sure.
From all the getting
Absolutely.
laid in high school, I'm sure. But I go along more with the Sour Kid. And this is like a 1.5 for me, bro.
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
So what's that average out to?
Woof.
I only got to do math.
Matt, what would you give it?
That's a 3.
All right. So as we said,
That ends up all right.
if you're going to get this style of beer, kind of the caveat, like, well, I'm not normally going to search out a malt liquor, but having had the recent Steel Reserve full can experience that I had, if I was going to get a malt liquor, this would be the one that I would go for. I would give this a 4. Like, this is a pretty darn tasty malt liquor.
The only person that fucking raked it was you.
That's a solid point, San Jose Sharks fan. Like, there really aren't a lot of people that go out like, oh, I want to go drink a malt liquor tonight. Like, it's not there anymore. When I was a kid, I was born in the 70s, right? Like, that was the thing. Like, you would pay somebody that you knew that was old enough to go into a liquor store.
And you got what you got, and you got malt liquor.
Right, and you would always get malt liquor because it was like $2 could get you like 4 big jugs of malt liquor, and that was like a thing.
Just so you know, you are saying big jugs with your hands right in front of you.
No, but you could also get the Jugs magazine, too.
Right, yeah, exactly. Give me 4 big jugs and
$2.
Bags. Yeah, exactly. And if I could get some change, that'd be nice.
That math still checks out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Especially in the 70s, 4 big jugs, like, yeah. Buck went a lot farther back then, Tyler.
Inflation's a bitch.
All right,
so this is worth noting that we have to talk about the fact that these are both IPAs coming from the same idea. One is from... Do you want to do this? Or you want me to do it?
Go ahead.
You already have one through.
So everybody knows like Brewdog's having some PR issues right now, and that's a thing. And it should be noted that we are not here promoting Brewdog beer like, oh, go drink it. But they teamed up with Iron Maiden, and that's a cool thing. Iron Maiden they've been around longer before like anybody had problems. So they teamed up with Brewdog to come up with Hellcat IPA. We also have another IPA by Iron Maiden today, which is Bruce Dickinson, the lead singer's band, his actual brewery, Robinson Brewing Company, and the great place that we all left back in the day. So this is like the IPA.
Good.
Oh, did I have to explain it to people?
I just got confused at what you were doing.
Yeah, Tyler was confused.
I'm an American.
So this is Brewdog Hellcat IPA, but this is basically this is Brewdog saying they paid Iron Maiden a lot of money. Can we use your moniker? And that's what this beer is.
Okay, so this is the Brewdog IPA.
Yeah, they gave Iron Maiden like, hey, can we give you a couple $1 million because it'd be cool because Iron Maiden's like awesome.
Is it weird
That's
that
true.
Even though it's Iron Maiden, it's an American IPA?
Yeah, it's
weird.
It's
That's
completely
weird.
not.
It's 6% ABV. So yeah, it's a hazy gold IPA or IPL is what it's saying on here. Yeah, it's an American Pale Lager.
So now, aside from the licensure and pictures of Iron Maiden, is this anything like recipe from Bruce and the Robinson Brewery?
It's
or
Hellcat joins the Global Trooper family of beers crafted by Maiden vocalist and beer aficionado,
Which is that
Bruce Dickinson.
Also, Rissa says she just ordered 2 glass Shambong, so it's serious. She's just saying.
Sweet.
And Brett says, as the other old man, he can agree with the malt liquor nostalgia.
Thanks, Brett.
That's a solid IPL.
Indiana Power and Light. Zing.
I mean, that's not bad. I'm not saying it's like...
Well, it's not a true IPA. It's an IPL.
lager.
Yeah. The sweetness is a little bit there, that biscuity sweetness, but nice hop start. Matt, what do you think of it?
I dig it. It's got some of that hazier IPA like mouthfeel to it. It's a little,
Well, being clear as fucking.
Well, no,
Yeah.
like I see what he's saying.
like
Like,
the
it does have
the
that
feel in
hazy
your
flavor.
mouth is a little more like that kind of pillowy
Yeah.
kind of thing. It's a little lighter bodied. It's a little sweeter, kind of like some of those. It got almost that like citron, hoppy juice flavor to it to me.
I'm getting more just like a traditional little bit of hop at the beginning with a lot of that biscuity finish from the
And I'm getting more of that on the finish, but I'm getting a little of the hop juice there in the front and the middle personally. But maybe I'm just being enthusiastic because it's Iron Maiden.
It's the first beer we've had that. Oh, no, I can't say that because Sour Boy was very aromatic as well, so never mind.
Definitely aromatic. Enjoyable.
I enjoy this. Yeah,
It's almost like a Crispy Boy IPA.
What's the ABV on this?
Yeah.
6%.
at 6.
Ooh, geez, that's kind of up there, man.
And it goes down smooth at
does.
6%.
Yeah.
I think the Crispy Boy IPA comment is 100% accurate. They brewed an India Pale Lager where sometimes you just get a hoppy lager. Obviously, the hops in this is a little bit more pronounced, but not bitter. Matt's right. It's got that a little bit more pillowy mouthfeel that you might get from a hazy or even a double. but
It is sweet though, isn't it? It
got-
it definitely is sweet-ish.
yeah.
I'm not saying it's terrible, like, but at 6%, like I couldn't drink a lot of those things.
That's called being a quitter.
Or a responsible adult. Depends on who you ask. It's a very divisive thing.
I like what I said better.
Bunny asks, how often do I end up with a pillow in my mouth to know what a pillowy mouthfeel is?
Well, Bunny,
I don't
Damn,
know.
buddy!
That's weird.
you can text the number
That-
on the bottom of your screen.
Attaboy, Carrie!
That says from Bunny, and it says OSM. So that was from her, directed straight to me. Ouch, Bunny.
Mouthfeel.
I thought we were tighter than that.
Damn, buddy. And attaboy, Carrie.
So you need to rate this beer.
We do. Although, the longer we make them wait till that fourth beer.
I know. I was gonna say that fourth beer is coming up.
I mean, the longer we stall, make it wait a little longer.
But we also have the exact same
Yeah, I'm also very excited to have
IPA
another Iron Maiden beer.
from a different
No, because this is an actual IPA.
from Robinson Brewing Company.
Yeah, but anyway. So I'm first on this one. I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially as a more, like I said, that crushable, IPL, and I'm gonna give it a 4. That's the best I've had in that kind of style in a long time.
I think that'd be good, like,
It's a strong score.
we said like the lawnmower beer or the pool beer. Like, that wouldn't be too bad
It's a
for
lawnmower
either of
pool
those.
beer
yeah.
IPA.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it.
It's almost sessionable without being sessionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy drinking IPA, but
Except
it's
6%.
So
This would have been perfect
like it.
for the 4th of July.
would've been good.
We'd have got real fucked up. I mean, we got drunk anyways,
Anyway.
but we'd have got real fucked up.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's very tasty. I'm gonna go 3.5. I would happily
score.
buy this again and drink it again. No, not quite search it out, but
I got what you're saying.
yeah.
I'm gonna go a little bit low on this because I love Iron Maiden. Obviously, I bought it because Iron Maiden was on there, and it did come as advertised. Just too much, like 6%. Like that beer did not even be 6% at all.
It's Iron Maiden. If they came out with like a 3.2% beer, I'd make fun of them.
yeah.
Then they would
The
have.
kings of like the rock and roll that is
First
Iron
of all,
Maiden.
it would be 3.33%, so you could have two of them to make 6.66%.
kinda like that,
and you
damn
spit
it.
the rock
It's
out.
still no.
Beast.
No, but so I'm judging that now. Like I wish we could have did the two beers before we judged one. I like it. It was
I
a
judge
good,
each one individually.
very
baby.
drinkable beer. But I'm curious about that one. That's because that's from the Robinson Brewing
Please tell
Company.
that was like
So what's the average come out
6%
to?
You didn't
too.
give a score.
Oh, I'm sorry. Strong 3.5, 3 and change.
All right.
So
You
it
throw whatever
wasn't much
change in
lower.
there.
All right.
Molly says, LOL Barton, just in general.
She rounds up to 3.75.
Molly hates me, by the way.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does. Like she kept my card the other day.
Well, I would do that.
Yeah, it was weird because we were going to the same place and she just walked out and was like, "Hey Barton, is this your car?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "It's like, can you give me a ride home?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, of course I can, because you're my friend."
So was that Molly commenting though?
That was Molly Baines commenting.
So Molly's in. So you better comment if you want because we're getting ready to open the fourth beer. And what does that get you again? I forget.
Don't forget, go ahead, dear.
That gets you 2 free tickets to Indiana On Tap presents Hops and Coaster Drops at Indiana Beach. It is going to be 100 plus vendors there, breweries, distilleries, wineries, all the rides you want at Indiana Beach, a place you thought was closed, but is now back, fully operational. They had a great year. They're bringing us on. It's going to be a phenomenal time, guys. Like, seriously, going to an amusement park. I'm wearing Old Indiana. Like, this is not the same thing. This is in Thorntown, where I'm from. This closed down because it killed somebody. So we're not going there. But
Everybody's like, "Hey, I'm going to be out of town that weekend."
but if you're
As all 10 people that are signed up go, never mind.
if you're a Hoosier and you love things about Indiana, this is going to be the place to be. So we want you to be there. We want you to have a good time. This is your chance to win. After, like, seriously, there are no tickets left at all. We had to rob the guy's San Jose Sharks hat in order to even find these tickets.
Matt. Still Matt.
Yeah, you can, off-screen works.
Yeah, I knew it was like a name that's
Shark.
common.
And there's what do we say? 5,500.
5,500 people.
Now remember, this is throughout the park, so there's a lot of space.
Huge place, absolutely. I mean, you have access to the entire boardwalk. We're doing extra space there, and in the back. And then next year,
Free Carney games.
we are going to expand probably to maybe 10,000 people.
Say maximum capacity is what? 15.
15,000
So it's
people
gonna be
is
plenty of space.
plenty of vendors, plenty of food, plenty of parking. Come early, get in line, have a good time, find a place to stay. If you're campers, camp.
We're gonna have to just have camp.
Get a
That's
camp
what I
spot,
thought,
man.
yeah.
Like they're cheap, they're inexpensive, and they're right there. You can watch them when it's all said and done. There's gonna be live music
That's
after the
important.
event.
We're gonna camp. I don't know.
It's gonna be the beer festival to go to. I know a lot of you people have gone to Winterfest and Summerfest, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those events, but this event is taking place at a theme park. Watch Willy's Wonderland starring Nicolas Cage.
The
and think-
Nicolas Cage.
and think that you can do that except not get killed.
Very important.
All right, so
We're
You
the only
will
ones
not
that've seen
get
that movie
murdered
on
by
the Barton.
animatronic statues
I have
at
not
this
seen
event,
that one.
He doesn't say a word the entire movie. It's amazing.
which is the greatest Nick Cage
Any
movie
new
of all
comments?
time.
Because I'm about to
Yeah,
open
get them
it.
in. Get them in.
We got Andrew again says, well, the lazy river should still be open.
The water park will not be open.
And Brett said he is down. He's lived a good life. As long as I get drunk, going out on a coaster is going to be talked about.
I'm about to pour a beer. Anybody new? Anybody new? Last call.
You said after the fourth beer, so we still got this
No,
beer.
I said after I pour the fourth
After he
beer.
pours, so. you
Oh
did.
shit! While you're pouring, John, it's Tyler's favorite time of the show.
Unless it's about me and then I like it.
Liz says hi to her thick bark bad boy. Ooh,
Is that me? Thick. I haven't been called that since high school.
that was thick with like 3 C's, John.
Oh, 3 C's?
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Oh, Jordan Luger Fox just jumped on. I'm back, bitches!
Oh, got in!
Just in time.
Just in time.
There's still a little bit of beer left.
All right. I'm excited.
Yeah?
Yes.
You smell
I'm
mine.
stalling this pour as long as humanly possible.
I think his dick is sweating.
It's probably hard to.
Yours isn't.
No, I mean, I have gland issues, dude.
Guys, there's like one drop left. Anybody else? Anybody else?
It's the Iron Maiden.
I got something that just says CD, and it's in from the YouTubes.
Who
What?
sent it?
CD. It just says C space D.
CD, you made it in, but you got to give us the name before I start
Yeah,
this.
make sure we know who you are.
He's got to type all these names into the randomizer, anyways.
No,
so.
I don't.
Oh.
I gave them all numbers, dude.
Nice.
All right.
All right, so I'll give people a chance. I'll be nice. This is the Trooper IPA by Robinson's Brewery. This will be a little happier for you. This is a 4.3% ABV golden IPA packed full of hoppy flavors. This IPA, which is a nod to the transatlantic cousins, was brewed by Bruce Dickinson and Martin Weeks after Bruce had enjoyed some of the rich IPAs that were available during Iron Maiden's Legacy of the Beast World Tour in 2019.
That's when we saw him.
You're welcome, buddy.
Same.
The perfect seasonable
Wow.
drink to
I'll buy one
enjoy
ticket.
no matter what time of year.
I've also seen all their other
I was telling
tours.
Bruce Dickinson he's welcome.
Oh.
Oh,
'Cause
dude,
we were there.
if Bruce chimes in, guys. So if you chimed in, if Bruce chimes in, he's gonna get the tickets. Just so you know.
That's true.
And I'm
Did
sorry.
CD give us a
Well,
name?
if
Otherwise,
he's
we're
going
not
to fly all the way over here, he says Corey.
Corey, okay.
And Jordan says, Barton, let us pour for him at Center Point Brewfest.
All right, guys, here we go.
Yes, I
There
absolutely
are
did.
12 names entered into this. We got Brett, we got Christian, we got Ryan, we got Reem, we got Dale, we got... Oh, wait. Actually, we have 11. I was supposed to take him off. Thad. Sorry about that.
Odds just got better.
Yeah, they did.
But they ought to be
these are
ever in your
accurate.
favor.
That sounds familiar.
It's like from like Star Wars or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would know.
I hate you. Alright, anyway, we got Rissa, we got Andrew Thomas Wilkes, we got Joshua, we got Molly, we got Jordan, and we got, what was CD again?
Corey.
Corey D.
Alright, here we go.
I would hope the D stands for D's Nuts.
I think D stands for
And the winner is number 8, Joshua Milbreth.
Joshua Milbreth. You are invited to the coolest thing ever,
Congratulations,
Congrats.
which is meeting me.
That's
And then
the
you have,
reason
like,
not
beer.
to go. We don't tell you.
Yeah, he's giving them up right now.
All right, Joshua, are you still here, my man? You have won because I have no way to get a hold of you if you're not here, so we will redraw.
Actually, I think I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Who is Joshua?
He is. Let me look him up.
Funny also, congratulations. Congratulations, Joshua.
Good
Joshua
job,
says,
Joshua,
wow,
man.
awesome. He
Alright,
is
Joshua-
still watching on the YouTube.
Awesome. Do me a
Sweet.
favor, Joshua. DM us on Instagram, Two Beerded Guys. Obviously the same name we use for everything.
Slide in those DMs.
Yeah, slide into those DMs, and we will let you know once I talk to Barton off screen how we're going to get those tickets to you.
Yep.
So DM us so we can get a hold of you with all the details. Congrats, and
Good job,
sorry
man.
to everyone who didn't win. We will see you there, Joshua.
Yes. All right.
Joshua, you are gonna get laid.
So he's going to be like the malt liquor, not the sour beer.
Hey, the sour
What's
beer
that?
still got laid.
Just after
Just
high
later.
school.
Yes.
It was late in high school. He said senior year, damn it.
Well, I guess.
So this
I
looks
because you got the
completely
label and you got the
different
logo.
than
I know, I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out where
Yeah.
you're going with this.
Definitely different color.
I mean, definitely want Eddie like
Way
front and center
different.
if you can
a
get
little
him,
more
but-
red.
There we go. That's a good. That's a happy medium there.
I was like, I like how you literally went.
Yeah, you get Eddie in full, trooper pose while you still get the logo over there.
Another very crushable.
Yeah.
Less hops than the IPL.
Right.
Iron Maiden's not kicking off albums that you can listen to nonstop. They're making beer that you can crush all the time because they need more money ventures.
Oh yeah,
I'm a little puzzled
yeah,
by
they're
this.
broke.
Because it's not much of an IPA.
No, not at all.
There was the word golden in there though, right?
But it was golden IPA.
All right.
At 4.3%, I wasn't expecting a huge flavor burst. The nose is stronger than the taste. There is a little bit there.
This is better than the other one.
I disagree. Because I don't feel like this actually meets the style that it supposedly is.
But you're also not a Brit.
You're right. They created the IPA. The ridiculously hopped IPAs to make it to India.
Okay, so if I don't have a beer, it could be like one bearded dude and another quasi-bearded dude.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine as long as I... Hey, if you help us eventually make money, that works for me. I don't have the company. Like, works for me. The amount of times he's threatened to replace me, and I'm like, I don't give a shit as long as you find a way to make money when you do.
Like, can you imagine sitting like in an English pub, right? And like you obviously had control over those things, and this is the IPA you bring to people that were your old expats coming back to your pub. I know we'll never have that experience, but
They probably would hate it.
I'm not the biggest fan.
What you just said? I'm so confused.
That was the Iron Maiden nostalgia, much like the malt liquor earlier nostalgia.
No, like
It's drinkable, but it's definitely not a robust
Is he trying
bouquet
to
of
talk me into a
flavors.
higher
I'm
score
not
while
sure
saying
what's
he
going on
doesn't
right
like
now.
it?
my thing is, I would drink this, but I'm not a huge fan. Like the other flavors of Iron Maiden beer, I don't know if you guys have had those on the show.
We haven't had him on the show, but Trooper 666.
The
I
original
love.
Troop was good. Fear of the Dark was a really nice black lager that
Yep,
they did.
it is.
And this is just the next in the series, but these are Bruce's beers, and I think these are good pub beers. Like,
It is that.
Okay,
Like, this
that
is
I'm
super
now
drinkable,
understanding where
yeah.
you're going with that.
yeah, I mean, these guys, Steve Harris, their bass player, like, he has his own footy team. Like, they played the Indy 11 when they were here in town, like, doing stuff.
Oh, really? Didn't know
They
that.
did.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a traveling footy team to keep them in shape so much. But as far as the beer goes, like, I think Iron Maiden, like, I think going to a pub with assholes like you, I can't say that right, and, like, having bangers and mash and, like, things pouring out, like this falls a little bit short of their other beers in the line of the Iron Maiden beers, but I still like it. It's just not what I really was hoping it was going to be.
What score do you want to give it? But it's me first.
It's you first.
Damn it.
Before we start scoring, can I read a couple comments? 'Cause people
No,
are
you
jumping off?
can't. You don't even know how to read.
That's fair.
Barely. Just, I can.
He's blind.
I can fill in words. Jordan says, she's got to go to work again. She'll rewatch tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, Jordan. Appreciate you.
Thank
Russell,
you, Jordan, for all you do for our events, too.
Russell also has to bounce. It is that time. This has got to get going, guys. Cheers.
Cheers,
Can't wait
brother.
To promote us at the trade show.
Yes.
It's gonna be a thing.
Super excited for that.
Thanks for that. Also, you can catch out Russell. John, you got
getting
this
our stuff.
recorded?
Are we doing something?
I don't know. We'll talk to him more about it.
Anyway, continue.
Oh, John, you can check out Hecubus at...
Oh yeah, Turfs Up Radio. Every Monday through Friday from, let's see, we go 7 to 10. He's 8
It's 8 to 10 Eastern.
8 to 10, yeah. So that is 5 to 7, yeah. 7, yeah, good lord.
5 to 7, specifically Pacific.
I give up. Words are hard.
Tyler's starting to get it for you, buddy.
I know. Words are hard. It's fine.
All right, Turfs Up Radio, yada, yada, yada.
They're awesome. Listen, except on Mondays.
No, actually, they are the coolest dudes. They are the sponsors of the Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. They pay for all our podcast time for that. So thank you guys.
Which he is graciously offering to say, if we send him information about the event, he would be happy to plug that as well for us. And we also got Ryan Heine says, never coming here again. This shit's rigged.
Ryan, I literally let you and your wife enter. I don't want to hear it.
He ended with a LOLJK, but
I don't want to hear it.
It's like the damn barbecue fest. Rigged.
yeah, that was just poorly managed.
No, well, okay, still stands.
Rigged and poorly managed are almost the same thing.
All right.
As you were, John. Score
So,
the beer.
like,
This entire squabble, he won the tickets. He's gonna give them to his kids.
God,
Kylie would
Kylie
go.
would
My
love
10
that.
and 14-year-old, they're going to
Yeah.
blast.
Brooklyn wouldn't go because there was
Brooklyn
beer.
would not go.
Kylie would have a blast.
Kylie would go and drink half the people there in the
And like,
table.
I'm supposed to turn the other eye. Like, want to take this? Like, oh, hey, can I see your ID? No.
As Kylie's
Gotcha.
this little
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're still wearing your mask. Yep, that looks like you.
Go ahead.
So,
My dad's here.
I do enjoy this. It does puzzle me a little bit because it's not a very strong IPA by any means, but it's very crushable. I'm going to go 3 1/4. I enjoy it.
Man, like he gave it a higher score than I was gonna give it. The label for this one is way better than what the other ones were. Probably the best Trooper label so far. Yeah, okay. So far, you don't know the album.
I know the Trooper label.
That's a different album
I
cover
know,
completely.
but you were just saying the labels. They're cool.
Oh no, of the Robinson style beer, like the Fear of the Dark beer.
I was
they
just
came
like,
out
they're
with
both
and stuff like
cool.
that. Phenomenal.
This might be one.
I'm more of like an English pub kind of guy. Like Boddington's is like one of my more go-tos.
Oh, yeah.
I would drink it a lot. I give it a 3. I think it might be better if it was a little bit on room temperature.
I was wondering that after you said like the whole pub thing. Like, if
Yeah.
you're in your Irish pub, like they wouldn't serve it this cold.
Well, first of all, Iron Maiden's not Irish. Fucking
Or not
Irish
Irish. I
fan.
said Irish.
These
Jesus.
guys, dude.
British, English. I don't know why I said
Hockey
Irish.
and
Eh,
Can't
we
even
beat them
make
in
guys.
1776 and the War of 1812. We don't need to appease them.
Yeah, but they're still torn.
Yeah, they're still awesome. They still rock.
I'm going to give it a flat 3. I'm disappointed that there isn't as much hops as I was expecting, especially when the IPL had more.
Yeah.
But
Can we have
overall,
an
it's a
Iron
solid
Maiden episode?
average beer.
If you have all the beers, I will
We
drink
had
all
a
the
Lord of the
beers.
Rings episode.
So what's
no,
that
it's
end
Game
up?
of Thrones, actually.
What's
Game
that
of
end
Thrones
up?
episode. That's 3.
Yeah, we need
I
to
don't
be
even
back
remember
on so
what
we
you
do
scored
Game
it.
of Thrones
3-2-5.
episode 2 and finish the rest of those.
Yeah.
Or, no, those are just allowed to be drank, just Chris has to be here.
Yeah,
Last
so we're
time I
just doing
checked.
one episode because the first episode we did it was really fucking fun.
We did have fun.
Also, Brett says he didn't win because his brother runs the contest and he likes to torment him.
Fuck, I'd have let you win because you'd have taken your son and that would have been hilarious.
Oh, man, I have a cousin, Brett. I thought it was that cousin, Brett.
That was my brother.
It's his brother, Brett.
Man, they're the worst.
They're all assholes. Every
Yeah,
Brett.
Brett's, Favre's. Ugh.
All right,
Get me
guys.
started.
Thanks for tuning in. That has been hour number 1. We still have 1 hour to go. We'll be back in 2 to 5-ish minutes, depending on our mood. But hour number 2 is truly going to follow our theme song for once.
Yes.
Excited for that. We will be back. We'll see you later. I'm TBG_OpsGuy.
Mudhog being Q.
With us today.
Barton Lewis from Indian on Tap.
And the one and only, the guy behind the camera, the guy we all make fun of, but man, we couldn't do without.
Off-screen Sharks fan.
His name's off-screen Matt, but, we'll see you in a few minutes.
That works.
Also,
Know your role.
CD says D's Nuts has to bounce, so hopefully you did shoot us. If you haven't yet, get into our DMs, buddy, so we can get those tickets.
It wasn't CD, it's Josh.
Josh won.
Josh won.
Oh,
And
never mind,
yes.
sorry.
You're very wrong.
Yeah, I'm
Josh
very
won.
wrong. Man, I just need to stop talking today. All right, thanks, CD. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that's
What
cool.
is up? Welcome back. Our boy Barton will be right back. He decided he wanted to make a grand entrance. A grand entrance.
Pete
really bad
Farrar
at this.
missed the boat. He just chimed in. So what's up, ladies?
Pete.
Oh, Pete.
What's up, Pete?
What's up?
Sorry, I had to unbutton a button because Matt asked me to.
No, I just said at least you're not Tony Sopranoing over there, and then he just unbuttoned.
I heard he asked. I heard him ask.
That's not the way.
Oh,
that-
hey, Pete's back.
Pete Barton.
Barton's back. I said Pete. We're talking about Pete.
Words are hard tonight.
It's not been smooth.
We were talking to Pete, and you walked up. I got confused.
Is the body gonna flush itself in the urinal? Or
Yes,
like cut it out more?
No, it'll flush down.
Pete says nice hat. I'm guessing he's talking to Barton.
Oh. My hat is great.
Pete must be a Hoosier.
He's just pretty sarcastic. I'm like, yeah, it seems like a Pete thing. Yeah.
Boilermakers. I'm so excited. No, honestly, I was going to wear a cowboy hat today because our good buddy Russell asked me to while we were doing the radio show this past week. But we start, fuck you. We start college football this weekend, right? And I wore either this one or a different ugly ass fedora every football and basketball game when I was at Purdue. So, you know, I'm excited for our first loss of the season. So,
Purdue.
yeah.
You know, sports betting, definitely bet against Purdue.
Yeah.
Actually, this week is the one you might not bet
You
against.
should bet against parking at Purdue.
because it's a toss-up. Oklahoma State, Purdue is a toss-up this week. Now, the rest of the year, absolutely bet against the Boilermakers in football. Absolutely. I will be. And I have season tickets.
You're trying to make money, pay for those season tickets. I get it.
Now, if you want to trade in your tickets for Hops and Coaster Drops for his season tickets for Purdue football, you can.
Well, but I hear on the secondary market you shouldn't do that.
Nobody wants to go to Purdue football games but you.
Well,
That was a really good.
Segue.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I see what's happening now. So,
The aforementioned tease.
So at Indian on Tap, we do not have an aftermarket. We just don't have one. And we have found out some people at our events were like buying tickets like from a Facebook page saying, "Oh, I can go to this event, Tipton on Tap." By the way, people from Tipton, if you're listening, great event. But there were people selling tickets on aftermarket that just didn't exist. And then like money would transfer, and then you would get there, and then nothing would happen. If you have a ticket to Hops and Coaster Drops, that is your ticket. You cannot sell that to somebody else unless you print it out, which is still not cool because then like 5 or 6 people can go. The first people have access to that ticket, they get in. So if you buy a ticket secondhand and your ticket does not scan, you got scammed. Yeah. We do not have an aftermarket sale. I'm sorry for this. It's terrible. It's terrible that this happens. It just doesn't exist. Like, we will never post on our Facebook page or our social media pages that we have extra tickets. So if you see that somebody popped up a social media page, oh, it's Indian on Tap at whatever, we did not do that. Because we will never do that. Call us, let us know, like, hit us up. We have people answering questions all day long, but don't get scammed by any means, because it is an expensive ticket, and we want people to come to our events and have a good time, and that's the big thing, right? Like, there are people out there that don't want you to have a good time, especially if they can make an extra $1 off you. And I'm getting a little long-winded here.
No, you're good.
I am
Very important message.
Very, very specifically saying, do not buy tickets on an outside market unless it is at IndianOnTap.com. Like, if you see a message saying it's from Joe at IndianOnTap.com/Google/whatever, that's not us. And we will never, ever sell tickets on Facebook aftermarket. So don't buy them. Your best bet is to maybe go to the gate. Maybe some people didn't show up that day, and then we'll have extra tickets. We'll give them 2 hours, and then we'll refund their tickets and let them in. But do not do that. And it's a terrible thing in the world that's how it is. Like, people would really rather just kind of screw somebody over to like make a little bit extra money as opposed to deny people to a festival. If you've been to a concert at Deer Creek recently, you see like the little scanner thing going back and forth, which means you have to scan that. Like, which means I can't take a screenshot of my tickets and send them to you guys to get in. Like, you have to have that validation. We're not there yet in our world. We hope to never have to be there because honestly, we just want people to drink beer and have a good time.
Amen.
Key point is, don't root for the Sharks. Ever. Never stay overnight in a home in Green Bay. Ever. And do not buy tickets aftermarket to an on-tap event. Let us know if you want to, and we will let you know you shouldn't do it. And by always, never let Canner put it in your dinner. And listen to John.
All right, so on hopefully a more uplifting.
That was uplifting.
Andrew says
thought it was
Purdue
funny.
Pete was voted creepiest mascot in college sports.
Yeah, he was. Which was no shock. I literally saw that pop up today. Immediately reposted it to one of my best friends, Ben, who went to Purdue with me. Reposted it. His went, no shock here. And he immediately responded with a very brief mascot that we had named Rowdy, who was supposed to be the more kid-friendly version of Purdue Beat. And we used to make fun of it all the time because that was back when I would have been like in middle school-ish, maybe a little earlier, elementary. But Rowdy was terrifying. But he was supposed to be the kid-friendly version. He lasted like 2 football games and disappeared. So, yeah. Purdue Pete's terrifying. His 1,000-yard stare, he's seen some shit. Like, Pete's seen some shit.
Let's go, though. Beer time.
Which,
Beer time, yeah.
Beer.
hour number 2 absolutely got dark. Nobody can
Wow,
talk today.
nobody can talk.
Darker today. We're starting
Yeah,
with Against the Grains, Kentucky Ride Chiquin.
Okay.
First of all,
Chicken?
the art on this can is phenomenal.
And they always are.
Yeah. Their brown note can was amazing.
I think it's a hot dog with a beard with a hat
This is the rye beer aged
with a
in
tattoo.
bourbon barrels. The Chiquin has come home to roost. You ask for anything but chicken, so here you go. An original rye amber ale recipe aged in bourbon barrels, hatched right here in Kentucky. Kentucky Rye Chiquin is malty and mellow, but has quite the barrel-aged bite. We got a bleeder. 8.6%.
I'm excited.
8.6.
Oh, it's just going to get higher.
Yeah.
And Brett
Welcome to hour
adds
2.
to Barton's closing comments there, don't tug on Superman's cape and don't mess around with Jim.
Damn straight.
Damn straight, man. I tugged on Superman's cape one time. He hit me so hard I became Batman. And Batman just sucks.
Speaking of old music, though, did anybody else see Tom T. Hall died?
No kidding.
Tom T. Hall
How I got to Memphis?
Yeah.
If you love somebody enough. He died. No shit.
2 days ago. My favorite part of being a nephew is my 18-year-old or nephew.
You
uncle.
said F-U? My favorite part of being an F-U?
Nephew, but I meant uncle.
Promise
My
me.
18-year-old nephew, who is obsessed with older country music and stuff like that, literally texted me and was like, which I'd already seen, but he's like, "Oh my God, Tom T. Hall died. I'm so sad." And I'm like, "I've been a good uncle. I've been a good uncle."
I don't know.
That's
who
how
this
I
is.
got to Memphis. That's a great song.
But no, he did all sorts of shit like Sneaky Snake. He did
Dude, Tom T.
I
Hall.
Love Beer. He did.
He was like they were the Conway Twitty guys, man.
He did. He's older than that, but yeah, he
Really?
did.
Twitty? Like,
Maybe Twitty.
pretty old.
Tom T. Hall died at 86, I think I saw.
I remember going to Twittyville
So he's
when I was
86
barely
years
old enough
old?
to remember.
But yeah, no, Tom T.
We
Hall
listen to
died.
good country out here, San Jose guy.
I grew up in Ohio.
Well, that's not my fault now, is it?
Aw. Who do I blame for that then?
Huh.
It's got a little funk smell to it.
It's got an interesting smell, yeah.
It's got good color and good funk smell.
Huh.
Barrel aged, as you say. But then you threw it off with the Tom T. Hall passing away.
You get the barrel. I'm not as familiar with like a rye beer.
I was thinking of rye spice.
Yeah.
Is it just rye spice in it?
Well, it's got a little bit of the rye. Always gives me a little bit of spiciness, not quite peppery per se.
Well, like in the flavor, I'm getting that, but I didn't know like how they're concocting the beverages. Like, are they using the same rye spices they do from bourbon to make the beer?
I mean, it's rye, so yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
I just love how like John was just like,
Yeah.
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 It's quite enjoyable.
It didn't know quite where he's going with that. He's normally smarter than that.
Well, I've never really had the rye beers, so
We've had like 7 of them on
Like
the show.
rye IPAs and
We've had a lot on the show.
Locally,
Well, out of like the 500 that we've had, excuse the hell out of me for forgetting a couple.
That's fair.
they're forgettable. I don't really like ryes that
Well,
much.
I'm actually the only one that seems to relatively remember what we've had. That's why Matt will constantly be like, hey, we were thinking about having this one. Have we had it yet? Yes. Oh, shit. Have we had this one yet? No. All right. Have we had this?
Well, and I'm not a big fan of rye beers. However, this one's got some good malt.
It's not overspiced.
It's got some good malt.
the malt is good.
Not
Backbone.
sweetness, but
Backbone.
just kind of, that balances out quite well. So
It's not overly sweet.
I think
It's not overly spiced either. Instead of getting hit in the face with some of those like real rye spice notes,
I wish it weren't barrel aged.
I was like, what do you think the barrel helps round out the
rye
rye spice?
If it was just like a rye brew.
I think you would get a lot of spice. I think that bourbon barrel sweetness is helping cut that.
I think that's kind of cutting that
But
spice,
I
right?
like that heavy malt, man.
He has a tattoo that literally says "ouch."
Oh yeah, he has a tattoo that looks like he got it off a fucking hot dog stand. But I like these chickens with head cuts off, and then the
ones
heads
that
are
are
the rockets coming down.
No, that's the chickens that haven't lost their heads yet.
Yeah, I mean the
Because they still
artwork
have
is
to-
phenomenal. Oh, and then up here you have that's a dong. Dong.
That's a. You're not wrong.
That's a dong.
That's a dog.
Yeah.
We prefer the term phallus here. Let's keep it high class, Barton.
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
Matt.
this isn't high class. This is 100%.
this is the
Dick
makers
Balls.
of the brown note.
I'm aware. This
I love how it's dead center.
great notion,
You
right?
can't-
Yeah. I don't think
Against the grain.
Or against the grain. Had the G.
Like, that's straight up dead center.
And the thing is, there's no other dong across it.
No, there is not another one. Like, there's one where they're like, oh, it's not a dong.
And-
like, they tried to act like it's other shit. No, that's,
And yet, like, they could argue, well, that's the chicken's tail.
no.
Sure,
But-
sure, they can argue.
Yeah,
of course.
but it's a dong.
That's a dong for sure.
That's fantastic.
It's like when we were like Shoal Silverstein dongs.
Oh, what?
I don't think Shell did a whole lot of dongs in the writing.
No, but he
I
did
think
a
he
lot
did
of
though,
drawing.
didn't he?
Like, and it's just like, hey man, I'm just drawing crap right now. It's like I might as well just throw a dong in the thing.
Shell Silverstein dong.
Well, Paul, we're looking. Oh, that you might get some pictures you don't want. While
I'm
Tyler's
looking that up.
While Tyler's googling dongs, Brett says his first concert was George Strait, Ricky Skaggs, and Alabama. That is a
Oh,
stacked
good.
deck.
That's a
man.
hell of a show.
We haven't done an
Sure.
Alabama song in a
I've
while.
had- I've
You can't
had
do it because of
I've
Facebook
had the
shut us
joy
down.
of seeing Alabama 5 times. But my first, what was your first concert? Mine was the
don't remember.
Steve Miller Band.
I think it might
Deer
have been.
Creek?
I think it might have been
Yes.
the Foo
Yes.
Fighters actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was Steve Miller at Deer Creek.
Mine was Danzig.
Hi, Sweet Pea.
Wow.
He had just split up with Jerry Only from the Misfits. And they were kind of opening for Metallica and Suicidal Tendencies, but I was there to see Glenn Danzig. Man.
That's a
It was
unique
Suicidal Tendencies,
card.
I love it.
Yeah.
at Deer Creek, man. Like I was with my best friend Clint LaFollette. We went out, good metal show. Like back before they had like the big screens at Deer Creek, you could sit out. Like just a phenomenal time.
That's a solid one, Matt.
Ted Nugent opening for Kiss.
That makes sense.
Ooh, okay. That explains a lot.
My uncle's in the Kiss Army, and he's like, "I'm gonna take you to your first concert. It's gonna be
Okay.
Kiss."
That's fair.
And I saw so many middle-aged boobies
Yep,
in my
Gravity, man.
in my freshman year that I was like, "Oh, okay. I see what this rockstar thing's all about."
John, did you figure out what yours was?
I think it was Foo Fighters.
Was it? You sure?
It was like early Foo
giving you a
Fighters
se-
too.
I was giving you a second
It
chance.
was early Foo Fighters. It was probably like 97,
Like Color in the Shape,
96, 97.
Monkey Ranch.
Yeah, definitely Monkey Ranch.
Damn, all right.
Yeah.
Man, I graduated
Everlong.
from high school. In
He actually. So there was
yeah.
a lot of crowd surfing going on, and he literally stopped in the middle of the song and yelled at people for trying to grope
What's he got?
the crowd surfers.
My brother's graduating next.
Dave Grohl's a stud.
He is a stud.
My hero.
And also, I was having a good time as general admission on the
2 years
floor
old.
up at Fort Wayne Coliseum, and there was a shoe that flew right at my head.
Older brothers.
Oh.
So I ducked,
No,
and it completely took out the girl behind me.
Way to take one for the team there, John. Very, very chivalrous of you.
It was I was just quicker.
I was gonna say something.
You're good. Kylie's heard it all.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She
Also-
also, for me though.
Bunny says the
I do one less
one of the
person.
proprietors of the Adult
I think
Sophisticate
it's court of law.
says that Shel Silverstein was a cartoonist for Playboy.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
for those that were unaware,
I forgot about that.
like Tyler and perhaps myself,
No, I think Bunny's actually told me that before.
coming straight from the Adult Sophisticate bar itself, Bunny Davis. Thank you, Bunny.
Thank you, buddy.
The band. Shit.
I've never heard of that band.
The band shit. I bet they suck.
Yeah.
They're at least ass, right?
They stink real bad.
What's the name of the band that did cover of the Rolling
Stained.
Stone?
It's fucking stained.
Like Old Crow Medicine Show, right?
What?
What about them?
What's the name of the band that did cover of the Rolling Stone?
Oh shit!
Going
You mean
to get
Wagon
my
Wheel?
pic-
I know it. No.
No.
On the
Picture
cover of the Rolling Stone.
Rolling
Dr. Hook.
Stone.
Dr.
Dr.
Hook
Hook.
and the Medicine Show.
So Dr. Hook wrote
And the medicine. There's two
A lot
medicine
of those
shows.
songs.
You were all wrong. It was Stillwater.
it was Dr. Hook.
Yeah, Dr. Hook wrote a lot of those songs about Shel Silverstein, like his problems that Shel Silverstein was having with his girlfriend. Sylvia's mother was a song, like they wrote that because Shel Silverstein did not know how to talk to his girlfriend, so he was hanging out with his band. He's like, "Hey, can you write this song? Because like my girl is going off." This is true. You can Google this. Sharks fan. And
Call me off screen.
And like it's a thing. Like they wrote these songs for Shel Silverstein. It's like, why does Shel Silverstein need somebody to write for him? Because he wrote some of the greatest things I've wrote in my entire life. Because he didn't know how to talk to chicks.
That's funny as shit.
Is he
It's
sour
true.
beer?
Huh?
Sour
No, he
beer?
got laid. He just didn't know how to
But
talk.
was it until late high school though?
Yeah, it wasn't way till late high school by any means.
I'm so glad you said on the cover of the Rolling Stones. That song always cracks me up.
Gonna get my picture
On the cover
of a Rolling
Gonna
Stone.
buy 5 copies for my mother.
Whoa, we're gonna get shut down on Facebook, boys.
Face
On the cover of the Rolling Stones.
If you guys sounded slightly better, we would be shut down on Facebook. So you gotta stop.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I like to think Facebook was shut down because we were singing Rolling Stone.
No,
we
wait.
had like copyrights on that.
We didn't sing it good enough. We're fine. Anyway, so back to scoring on this. You are first on this one. What'd you think of the
Man, what we're drinking? That one? You know what, man? I really like that.
Kentucky Rye Chicken?
I love rye beers. I think they come with the sweetness that I kind of like in a lot of the beers. Very malty, very malty. If it was not barrel aged, I think I would like it a lot. But it was barrel aged. I love the artwork and I love the story that kind of came with everybody just kind of like chit chatting about things. I give it a solid like 3.5, man. Like good beer, good can, good artwork, good flavor. As a designer, I kind of look at other things.
Oh, yeah. Did not recognize the 8.6.
No.
I am now. But as I was,
No, that's all the other beer we've also
Yeah,
had.
yeah, yeah.
it was good drinking though.
Yeah.
Like, you're right. Like it didn't taste like an 8.6.
I'm honestly going to have to agree. A 3.5 is a really good score.
Good artwork, man. And,
Oh, yeah.
and a quiet dong on the top that.
I wish we had a can of the brown note to show him.
Yeah. I got that at Total Wine.
I love
So
Total
chances
Wine.
are they had the brown note at that point too. So chances are they've got that. I'm going to go 3.75. I think it's very, very fantastic. I'm not quite seeking out yet on it, but quite tasty. And if I would see it again, I'd buy it again.
Here's the brown note can, by the way. You said 3.75, right? John?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ends up with a 3.5.
You see it, right?
I'm a good
That's
artwork.
not exactly
guy.
their can though.
No,
That's not there.
Kind of like up there.
It's been a weird show and I love it.
it has been.
Well, thanks, Barton. Nothing else? You're gonna bring a
So
weird
that
show.
comes out to a 3.75
I haven't
average.
broke out the angel dust yet, man.
So what's
Come
all
on
right? So we still have 3 beers left. We have not had
And Angel
anything
Dust,
over
apparently.
a 4.25. We've only had one over a 4, and that was the 4.25, the very first beer. After that, it's been 3, 3.5, 3, 3.75. Now that's awesome because we haven't had anything below a 3.
Yeah.
But, well, unless you count John's bullshit, but the average still ended up at 3.
I wouldn't take that from him.
It was the red fang.
I take it from him all the
Reach
time.
into his hot.
Damn right you do.
Oh shit,
Did you get the
dude.
picture, John?
There it is.
Brown note.
Yeah. As a graphic designer, which is beautiful because technically the background's brown, but
So, hey, you want to know what's even funnier, though? So, when we were in Michigan for baseball this year, with the Kaufmans and all them, I come into the hotel and
Never had a
literally...
phone call, by the way. I already asked him, hey, when are you going to travel? And anyway, go ahead.
No. Well, they left my team. So...
Good for you, Kaufmans. Jump shit.
I show up and literally get handed a beer, and they go, "This made us think of you." And it was that fucking beer. And I laughed my ass off. They're like, "We know you like craft beer, and this made us laugh so hard." Holly literally was like, "This made me laugh so hard."
Oh my goodness.
So I looked at David. David goes, I go, "Did you buy this?" He goes, "No, it was all her." Holly was cracking up, handing it to me.
Ollie, David.
They don't ever watch. It's fine.
Yeah, David watches if we know we're together.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's not my fault. I think your wife saw it. High school.
I'm connected. Oh.
So, how's that next beer looking?
No, you were malt liquor in high school.
Malt liquor and man, like there was a
And you knew her in high school.
skull vodka came in like a huge handle.
It still does.
And, and it's still like, is it still $8?
It's like,
I think it's went up to 10.
yeah, it's maybe breaking double digits.
We would go up to West Lafayette where Shannon Hoonan passed away. We would sit, Blaine Mellon got, who's your guy? And we would sit there, we just drink Skull Vodka and orange energy drink concentrate. We just mix it together in a bottle. Yeah, that was every weekend. We did that for a long time. The fact that we're still kicking is just crazy.
Wait, you said orange energy drink concentrate? Like it wasn't just like Tang?
No, man.
Because it's a kick
And it was like...
in the glass.
It was 9 cents. And like we would pound a lot of the big jug of vodka, and then we'd put like the concentrate down into it, and we'd shake it up, and then we would take that with us all weekend long. And all weekend long means 2 of us.
Friday night
like
and Saturday.
A half gallon of vodka.
So the gates of...
All right, so our next beer is Gates of Smordor.
Smells good.
By Westbrook Brewing Company. This is a malt beverage with natural and artificial flavors.
It smells artificial. Oh,
S'mores-inspired imperial stout brewed with marshmallows, graham crackers, cocoa nibs, and cinnamon. This is out of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
I don't know what... Oh, I don't think I won't like it.
Oh, it's probably going to taste like burnt marshmallow, would be my guess.
Like fake burnt marshmallow.
No, it tastes like, it just... I want to say it's like marshmallow paste. It smells like marshmallow paste and smoke.
Not as bad as I expected.
Not as bad as I expected. That nose smelled fake as shit.
It says there's artificial in it.
Like,
No.
you smelled a nose and that nose smelled fake as shit? Or...
No, like, the way it smelled, it didn't taste
I just picture you like
No, it
smelling a
actually does taste
nose,
bad,
like
yeah.
a fake rubber nose.
What's
Is this barrel
funny?
aged?
No. What's funny is it does taste closer to most s'mores than we've had.
Yeah.
I'm kind of missing the
Little
s'more
toasted.
thing a little bit, but...
It's toasted marshmallow.
I said closer. We're not there. But the toastiness is there.
The cinnamon is providing the toasty flavor, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
smokiness
thinking the
is there.
cinnamon's like... Could have done without on this. Like,
You can.
No.
But at the same time, it's not where I'm hating it.
I don't hate it, but I think it would have been better without it. Like, I'm John, you and I both are like the not cinnamon people.
Well, his favorite beer ever is...
Because it's done really well. That's why it's my
Yeah.
favorite, because they actually made me like it.
Okay,
Exactly.
first of all, they did like poor this typesetting on the bottom. Just drives me nuts.
Getting old sucks, huh? Yeah, 11%. Is that what you're looking for?
No. I'm looking at the fact that how they
He's judging as a graphic designer.
how they typeset the bottom of the can drives me nuts.
Short trip.
Yeah.
What about it upsets you? The big...
This should be connected with that, and that should not be spaced out. It should
I assume this would be pissing you off.
Oh man, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff.
The big blank space between 1 pint and the ABV.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that doesn't annoy anybody else, but for me, it's
So, It wouldn't matter if he saw it because he's OCD as shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You just can't see it.
Don't show it to the Sharks fan.
No, he won't be able to see it anyways.
Yeah, having a bad eye has advantages sometimes. Doesn't work good when you're throwing things, though.
Chocolate comes through a little less than I expected.
Yeah, thank you.
I was wanting more.
It is a little less.
To
But
me, it's almost like cocoa. Like almost like a cocoa.
I mean, that's what
powder.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting it as much as I would want. I'm getting kind of a burnt marshmallow, a lot of cinnamon, but I'm enjoying
A
that
lot
part.
of cinnamon. I like that bit too.
Thank you.
There's really not. I don't have any marshmallow in my hands, but as far as the s'mores go, that's closer than some other people have had.
That's the thing is
Exactly.
we
It's
haven't
not
had-
the worst.
It's not the word.
We've
yeah.
had some real bad attempts on this show for s'mores.
The cinnamon kind of dries out the tongue a little bit, but
I think a little bit of lactose would be nice in there.
I think you would.
Oh.
I think it would pull out that marshmallow a little bit if you had
A little
it.
more.
What was the one we had that had the different marshmallows dying and different graham crackery deaths that's on your
Hold on,
kegerator?
it's on
That-
the fridge.
That one is the
What the fuck
benchmark
is it?
of s'mores that I think we've had.
More money, more problems.
Yes, that one was, I think, we had that one pretty early. That was, I think, the benchmark of s'moredom in the beers.
See, if I remember right, I wasn't a huge fan of it. We just really loved the label.
No, I really enjoyed it. I have one still chilling in my fridge that I've just been sitting on to have. Did you not like it, John, or did you like it?
I don't remember enjoying it.
I don't fully remember, but I think it was more along those lines. We just like the label.
Oh, I thought it was. I recall thinking it was really good, and that's why I've still got it in my fridge to this day.
I really hope he finally breaks it open one day on like a special occasion.
Yeah.
And it just tastes like shit.
He gets laid. No, that'll never happen. That beer will never get drank. Yeah.
Ouch! Well, weird. What? I was gonna say like when
Come on,
next time
man,
we're all
sure,
hanging out, I'll try to
sure,
have
sure.
some.
No, I like that answer better.
I'm not laying you.
but this is kind of like a
Not
thing.
get laid,
like,
I mean,
people
share
are
a
coming
beer.
out with their s'mores beer, like that's
Hey.
like a thing.
I'll share it with you. I didn't say it.
Yeah, John, you're not invited to my s'more party.
Good. And I'm not even John.
Yeah,
May we have a Ren's
John will
Barton,
hang out like.
I'm glad Barton's
drink
answering
better
for you. He's
stuff.
okay with that. Brett's asking if we would like s'more.
No, I don't know.
The thing
He
is,
has got dad jokes for days today, doesn't he?
He does. He has 4 kids. What do you expect?
like actually having the s'more, like like
The s'more.
the mallow
Get your H in there.
and the chocolate and the,
The
graham.
graham.
Like as kids, we had that. I have never had a beer that actually
I missed the
made that
gram in
happen.
that. I didn't get any gram either.
Like so when you call it s'mores beer, like you're taking off one thing. One thing I really like about it, it is smoky. And it kind of has that burnt carbon flavor to it.
I agree. That little bit of
Little
fire.
toast-
That
Yeah,
little bit of, yeah.
which I like, but I don't have the s'more.
I gotcha. I'm first.
How come you always gotta be first?
I don't.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
Oh, because
3.
because he's a white male, he gets to go first all the time. Okay, I see. It's one of those things. Prove me wrong.
Anyway,
Canner Nanner.
on the Gates of Smordor, it's better than a lot we've had.
Yeah.
I'm only going to give it a 3. I think it's lacking in certain spots. Now, what it's better at is even though what's on the can isn't quite there because I'm not getting the full s'more, but it's better at certain things that keeps it above at least a 3.
Yeah, I was back and forth. I was thinking 3 1/4, but it really kind of. It's probably average. It is probably. I'm gonna go 3. You just spot on. There's some things that, like the cinnamon comes out pretty good. The
Yeah, I like
toast,
the cinnamon.
however they did the toasted marshmallow, is there. But yeah, I'm not getting. I need more vanilla. I need a little bit more sweetness for that marshmallow there. Toasted is great. The marshmallow itself is no. I'd like a little more chocolate, I think. And I don't really get much graham cracker. So it's just back and forth. It's a 3.
I think one of the easier things to do is the chocolate and sweetness in beers. So it was there. It was smoky. It comes in 11%, which is very, very high.
That's
But there's not like an oaty flavor, like a graham flavor, like something to balance out those smoky notes and like that really high alcohol back end. It kind of hits you on a burp complex, but it's not bad.
Did I hear burp complex?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a thing.
I like it.
But like when you walk through your grocer and whatnot, and you see like, oh, s'mores flavor this, s'mores flavor this. I buy them and I drink them. Most of the times I just throw them away because they're just garbage. I would drink the rest of this, but I would think very little of it. I think they're on a good path.
Much like this beer, Barton is going back and forth about it.
That's the definition of this beer.
I mean, yeah, because it is good in some bits, but it fails in a lot. I mean, if I could give it like everybody's giving 3s and aboves, I just can't do that. I'll give it a solid 2 1/4.
Okay.
Because it
All
is
right.
good.
2.5, I think.
But
If they knock down the alcohol content and give it more of a graham flavor, I think it could make it a better beer.
Okay, Bandeezy.
Matt.
it is 2.75. Actually.
Oh, since I've forgotten to ask you a couple times,
That's perfect. I'm
You
used to
should
that.
forget to ask.
what
me.
is your score? Not that it counts.
I'm used to
but what's your score?
non-acknowledgement and girls not liking
Yeah,
me,
what's it
so-
going like out there in the NHL East?
I would. I'll go a 3 1/4 on this one, giving it kind of a bump for the ABV and the drinkability with 11%. Like you guys said, it kind of hits and misses at the same time. It's not the worst s'mores stout that we've had. There's some things that are good. There's some things that are kind of a little lacking. But with the 11% and drinking and the flavor that it has, I think that's a pretty fair score. And Brett asked I think a pretty decent question. He's like, so serious question: what ingredients would pull off the s'more taste?
To get more of the marshmallow, you're looking at a little bit of that lactose will help, and then vanilla.
Lactose would help for sure.
Vanilla is a big flavor because vanilla not only helps with the marshmallow, but it's going to pull a little bit out of that graham as well.
Yep.
So the vanilla, I think, will make people happier on both the marshmallow and graham side.
And I don't think you have to add too much, any kind of chocolate factor to it. Just like, brew it.
It's got that cocoa
Dark.
flavor.
Well,
Yeah,
and I think the lactose would have given you
will
both
give you more the milk chocolate.
milk chocolate plus that marshmallow. I think you had vanilla, you had lactose. That's what gets it there for me.
We all agreed, I think, that there was a lot of cinnamon notes in that. Like, a lot.
Done well, but there's a lot.
Coulda cut it down
the
to center.
cinnamon, I think, is what they tried to bring
the
some of
graham.
the graham in.
Yeah.
But also, the cinnamon did provide, along with the cocoa, the toasted flavor that you're getting.
True.
And
So
if they would have changed that to like a Cinnabon beer, I'd be like, oh, cool, cinnamon.
Honestly, if that had been labeled like a cinnamon or a Cinnabon beer, I think that would have been
That's not even close to a Cinnabon.
Yeah.
not Cinnabon, a cinnamon roll beer. Sorry,
Not even close.
I don't think
way
so.
more
Yeah.
cinnamon, though.
I mean,
would
you do
agree.
get the cocoa. When the cocoa's not, you're not going to get cocoa in the cinnamon.
No, but to get that, I think if you take this beer, add lactose, add vanilla, you get very, very close.
But then you find a beer that's completely different than what it's supposed to be, and it caters to a different market. Like,
Well, for me, that's why we rate what's on the can has to be in the can.
I gotcha.
with that.
Because Canner Danner.
Put it in the canner danner.
Put it in the canner danner.
She went,
That is it.
That is sticking.
she went
whether you want it to or
straight
not.
down State Road Nanner.
So how does one achieve a proper graham cracker flavor like in a beer? What ingredients?
It's
what would
all
you put
based
into
on
that?
balance.
Balance, yeah.
Graham cracker is more a what's left over after you've balanced everything else.
Well, I mean, like
Late in the
as far as
game.
like the brewing process, you're not going to put graham cracker
no.
in there like if you put
you
chocolate
can.
or
Oat,
No.
cinnamon, vanilla. Actually, oat, cinnamon, and vanilla would be what I'd go with.
There are guys like Brewlink that do it religiously. Like, just make
What do you
the
think?
greatest cupcakes.
Think about it. I'm not.
I mean,
quite
I'm
sure.
not a
It's
brewer. Like, that's the
Like, I
one
think if
thing
you oat, though, you'd slant more towards oatmeal pie at that point.
you could.
that's why we talk about some flavors are hard to pull.
Still
Like
say-
strawberry is a hard one to actually.
Graham cracker's
replicate.
not easy to
Graham
get
cracker,
right.
I don't know what you do
But
to
it's-
make that flavor.
It's funny because
It's
so
gonna be
many
a small
people
money
get
tax.
it right. So many
Yeah.
people get it right that I know there is a pattern.
I'm sure I wouldn't fathom what you'd put in the beer to replicate that.
No, like I was saying, like the guys at Brewlink, man, like Rory and his clan, they just have this weird knack of making beers taste like candy. Like when I was a kid, that you couldn't buy smokes because like
Yeah, candy cigarettes
Carmel
instead.
Brewing Company was like, oh man, we have Camel Joe, you can't do that. And now like those guys, I'm not,
R.I.P. Camel Joe.
and I'm not saying anything about Rory and whatnot, but those guys can make. They started kind of the milkshake series of stuff, like they're strawberry.
They're one of the first ones I remember having. It was at Taxman's Death and Taxes Day, like 3 or 4 years ago. There's a milkshake IPA that they had that was orange. That's like the first one I remember seeing.
It wasn't so much the fruity end. They did the cracker end of the thing properly.
Ooh.
Like they made the notes where it's supposed to be.
That's a racial epitaph.
I sent Smo Money the question of
The smartest man in beer.
and he's answering now. So what would you do to create a graham cracker
You
flavored
see
beer?
the do little typing bubbles?
I did. Yep. Do.
I think he's learned just to respond between
Oh,
the
he's
hours of 7 and 9.
We
We don't bother him that much.
much like
But
Pavlov's
he's-
dog, we've conditioned him between
When-
7 and 9 on Monday nights.
When you are the smartest man in beer, you're going to get questions.
That's fair. So our next beer is the Take 10 Imperial Stout with pretzels, chocolate sauce, caramel, and peanuts. This is by Perennial Artisan Ales, 11.5%.
It smells like candy.
This is in collaboration with Church Key.
Okay.
Yeah, that's literally all the information you get. So,
I'm going to really try not to, but I'm going to compare this to the windmill beer.
Well, that one also had
I hope it's not
brownies
as
and
Yeah.
everything else in it, too.
sweet. No,
The seismic toss?
that didn't have brownies in it.
No, it had like cookie dough, brownies, pretzels, and like caramel. Like, it was everything.
Kevin says victory and honey malt are a classic combo for giving that flavor. We forgot about the honey.
I did. Yeah, nailed that.
That
That's why he's the smartest man in beer.
Smartest man in beer. Ooh, that's what I'm going to tell him right now.
You all right with the burps over there?
it's pretty magical.
Have
Now,
you tried this yet?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying is magical?
this does not say artificial flavoring, right? Like,
It didn't say that,
Okay, because
no.
there's a lot of smells and they're strong and they smell good,
Man,
but they
that
borderline
goes-
smell artificial.
I would paint my walls with that.
Your walls or your balls? What'd you say?
Both.
All right, John, I got something that's going to make you laugh.
Salty.
Oh,
Caramel.
I mean, that would have also made you laugh, but
I almost got to take a drink.
I taste artificial flavors,
I'm not mad at it.
but they're done really fucking well. It's so tasty.
I'm getting that like when you bite into that chocolate bar with the smooth caramel and you pull it away, but a little bit of it hangs on your lip.
You mean the Carmelo?
Yeah.
But you can
But the
absolutely
fundraiser
tell.
kind for the school, it's actually better.
Carmelo and the Sharks fan.
You
do
can
that.
absolutely tell that it was not all natural flavors.
You can smell that it's not all natural
But the
flavors
best
to
part
me.
is the way they did it blends perfectly.
Yeah, it still
Pretty
tastes
good, man.
really
Oh
good.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's
no, it's-
blended perfectly. You can use cheap shit if you do it right.
Almost more of a testament to them that they use stuff
Actually
that
did
seems
it
like
right.
it's artificial, but it still comes out tasting good.
It is salty.
It's very salty.
But if I'm eating a salted pretzel, like salted anything, like everything on this is shit that has salt, basically.
Everything on this is in this. I mean,
Well, so it's a weird thing though. Like the can, so the advertisement on the can does not, to me, like speak to what this is.
Are you talking about the drawings?
The arts.
Well, I don't know. There's chocolate sauce.
there's caramel,
peanuts.
there's peanuts.
There's pretzels.
Yeah, I don't have a pretzel flavor. I mean, I have a little bit of a rye flavor, but
No, that salt is what reminds you of the pretzel.
Yeah.
The salt does, and there's with the other
It is
flavors, you
kinda
can you can put the pretzel flavoring in there as
It
well.
is
It's,
salty,
it's a
but,
subconscious pretzel because of the salt,
I'm
the
not
caramel, and
not
everything
that
else.
enough
I'm getting the same
because-
thing.
Yeah,
I'm getting like a dark chocolate sea salt.
caramel.
Yeah.
I took a pretzel and I dipped it in chocolate and sprinkled it with sea salt.
Took pretzel, chocolate, sprinkled it in sea salt. I saw Hall & Oates this week, man. It's like everything.
You were there.
Yeah, of course I was there.
Boom,
Everybody was there. I didn't know it was even
I-
happening, or I'd have went.
dude. It was
That's a show I would have absolutely went to.
that was a
Yeah.
$20 ticket that was well worth the price.
Like
That was
John
only
Oates hit
20
me up. I was
bucks?
like, hey,
yeah, there's on the $20 all in thing. So,
Fuck, I'd have went.
but instead you said I can't go for that.
No,
I didn't know it was a show.
can do.
Like I knew before now because I've seen everybody's fucking pictures, but
Yeah,
So you think we like faked a fucking concert?
no. What I was saying is I knew
Beer
before
cream?
it's called
now.
a deep fake, Barton.
I knew before now. I just said I didn't know ahead of time, or I'd have went.
I understand, like being a graphic designer, I can like make myself look like I did cool shit. I just do cool shit, man.
All right, so back to this beer.
I go the easier
jackass.
way. I just do it. IRL, baby.
Hey, Selfie. Boom. Were you there? Yeah.
Slight viscosity.
When the ball
Hands
came
feel
down.
sticky now.
Hey, it's a slight viscosity.
It's creating that.
What do you guys think on the drink or the ABV-ness of this? Would you?
Oh, this is
At
the
11?
first beer in a while that I'm going to say is probably
This might be DUI
Look at
shelf.
that. You see that?
No.
No,
I absolutely can taste the alcohol.
I'm debating it.
I'm not sure. I would guess 8%.
Oh, that's it.
Like that viscosity in there, like it's just
It's
coated.
very viscous.
Oh, I would absolutely
Look at
please
that,
dump that
though.
on John.
I'm not gonna dump it because it wouldn't make it to him. That's gonna coat the glass.
And just run down the other
Yeah.
side.
I just
It's gonna like cause a problem for me.
No, I absolutely can taste the alcohol in it.
I mean, it's not like a 3%er, but I wouldn't guess 11.
Very sweet.
I'd guess 9 or higher easy.
I don't think
I
I
don't know that I
think I
would.
would guess 8. I'd maybe be 7.5.
I think I'd say maybe 8. Which John and I are sharing a tongue today on this one, so we're like, yeah,
Whoa.
this might qualify for DUI shelf.
John, you're first to score
We're 2 tongues against 1 right now, Tyler.
it. I'm okay with that. Anyway,
You know what? I'm going to give it a slight bump even because it is artificial. However, it works, and I'm not mad at it. I'm going to go 4 1/4.
Dude, I really like it, man. Like it, the can looks great. It tastes phenomenal. I really don't care so much about other things. The alcohol thing was a little bit much for me. I'm gonna give it a solid 4 because of all the flavored beers
Yeah.
I've had. I could drink 1 or more of those.
It's done well.
Yeah, like you said, man, it's just done well. It's drinkable, very, very drinkable. Now, I don't recommend like people like going out and like getting a 9-pack of these and like pounding them
we need-
all one night.
yes, but hold on.
You going to do glasses for this?
We got a problem here?
I got to piss.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Excuse me.
I mean, you got it with an urgency.
My score
never
is going to
left-
be a 4.
Okay.
I know one time Tyler's left the screen before was that night that he was super hammered and had to like stop participating. Are you okay?
I'm good. I just got to piss.
And you're sure that I'm not gonna regret going in there after you?
So we're gonna make this really awkward, but not awkward. It's gonna be a horrible segue.
Oh boy.
Have you ever been out on the beach? And maybe if we're going to Hobson Coasters and we're going to be at the amusement park and you're going to have your can of beer or whatever, but you're afraid of bugs getting in that can of beer, what would you do? It's a really big problem.
Well, if only there was someone we knew,
Is it
John.
really a big problem?
It's a big problem.
It's a huge
I don't
problem.
want
I think.
bees and flies and bugs in my beer.
Or just random
walk.
things of garbage floating around the ocean, especially from like the West Coast, right, John? I mean,
Oh, yeah,
the oceans
the
are
West
riddled with
Coast.
trash.
Yes. So you know what I would do?
On the west coast of the states?
You know what I would do? I would
would you
go
do, John?
to jpindustries.ca. That's where I would go.
Oh.
Because they sell this little can lid that goes right on here. You just pop that top off right there, and you put it on there, and it slides it shut. And you cut your finger because it's sharp.
The hell you
Not
say,
the lid.
JP?
The freaking can. Damn it.
Well, you got a little too enthusiastic about that one there,
I
Mr.
did.
Mr.
You came in a little
Mudhog.
hot there.
I did.
So what are you trying to say?
Not the product, because we don't have any, apparently.
Yeah, I couldn't find one quickly. But our buddies at JP Industries sell this 3D printed plastic can lid.
Hey, you can presently see at the bottom right corner of your
Yeah.
screen.
And you literally, you slide.
Oh, good man, you
I
cut
told you, I
yourself,
cut
dude.
myself. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Do you have
I
paper
have
towel
sharp
over
on
here?
there. But you shut it, and then it'll keep all the bugs out of your can.
Okay, so what about all the idiots that are out there? Not you.
Who cut
But
their
other
finger
people
off?
that might cut their
and then-
finger?
and like would sue like an organization like
Well,
you
that's.
certain amount.
But he makes plastic. Plastic won't cut you. The can cuts you.
Yeah, it's the can that John just like went in there too hot on and cut his own finger on while he's trying to demonstrate
Just
the
now?
invisible can counter.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
I just did.
You jackass.
I was trying really good. This was
He
really
was
good.
trying too hard is what he was doing.
Yeah, like I think he was trying to pitch me something.
No, he's
No, I was trying
something.
to pitch the internet. Like we were having a conversation, but we had
happened
this
to be
whole
here.
thing queued up.
Dude, I don't think the internet's gonna catch on, man.
Yeah, you're right.
No, honestly, I do. The reason my can topper's
I'm
not
gonna go
here.
get a paper towel real quick.
You're good. The reason my can topper's not here is because I use mine.
Fat.
I use mine all the time.
The internet?
No, my can topper. No, I actually truly do. Every time I take the boat out, I throw mine on because half the time when you're bouncing around the fucking boat,
You got a boat?
yeah, my family does. I use it the most, but
Does anybody
yeah,
else know he has a boat?
my brother who's been on it.
Do you have a brother?
Yeah, Brett who's been on the show tonight.
Oh, I thought it was my cousin.
Yeah,
Brett.
we've had this conversation.
Okay, fair enough. The thing, my cousin Brett lives in Wisconsin, which is like the worst thing ever. It's like it's hard to respect somebody that lives in Wisconsin.
Hey, I got up before I got the answer.
From Wisconsin.
What was your score, Barton, on that beer, by the way?
I don't know what the max score is.
5.
I think you said...
But as far as that...
You didn't
kind
put
of
it in
beer
here,
goes,
so
like,
you have mine and yours.
for that kind of beer and what it is, I give it a solid 5.5. It's one of my most enjoyable.
So we'll go 5.
Dark barrel. No,
Well, we only go to
We
5.
top out at 5. You're pulling a Spinal Tap right
That was
now.
one of the
It
best
doesn't
beers
go to
you ever had.
and I'm
11.
going to 4.3333336 repeating.
4.25. Rounds down.
So it's 4 1/4.
Yeah.
All right. Not really sure how we did that. But
We're borderlining Bob right now.
Yeah.
that's impressive. I love it.
Speaking of, since Barton took a little powder there real quick, John, I hear you had some fun over the weekend with your brother, Mr. Bob Couch.
We did. So the Mudhog B&Q barbecue team, they got to participate in the Noblesville Barbecue event, along with Ugly Pete with Water Performance Technologies.
Bottom right this time.
Oh, I moved him? Damn it.
Yeah, you moved him down. He got downgraded
Why did you move him down?
because he beat
Just
him
trying
at
to
the
make
barbecue
things feel
fest.
better. I don't know.
Because you won't let him remember or not remember that Pete didn't win.
Pete won, and he's a really good
2
cook.
categories out of 3.
Yeah.
Whipped
People's choice.
John's
He
ass.
did not. People's choice doesn't really count.
I don't know. He beat you.
Well, you can buy that.
So much
This was
fun.
meant to be actually like how fun was the weekend that I was.
No,
at
but
this
seriously,
festival.
how was your weekend?
It was a fun event. It was pretty.
This-
all the drinks were included. Like I paid my ticket. I went in.
Honestly,
I had
yeah,
a full rack
for
of
like
ribs.
$45, you ate nonstop and you had a bunch of free drinks.
Yeah, I tried one of each rip, and I had a full rack of rips. Like my
Yeah.
plate was full. I had to make a second trip back to get the chicken, and then I didn't even get around to the sides. So I was like, nope, tapping out. And all the beers and all the wines was included with your ticket price. There's 2 breweries there. There's 2 wineries. The breweries were
Four Day Ray
and Beer, right?
Yep, Beer Brewery was there.
Yeah, so they were just slinging all the whole time, and you didn't have to pay anything extra. I thought that was really cool.
Did
nice
they have
touch.
their new pickle beer?
I didn't know.
It's the one we tried
Those
at
are
that
really
last
good.
beer event we were at together.
Okay. Hey, baby.
All right.
You look like some kind of like parrot on his shoulder right now.
Sit down.
Barton, want a beer?
All right. So our last beer of the night is the Strawberry Jacket. It's a barley wine ale with strawberries. Shocker. This is out of Revolution Brewing out of Chicago. One of all 3 of our very favorite breweries in the country. Yes, Strawberry Jacket. A
The
slightly.
was here, by the way. Jackass.
I don't know what your favorite breweries in the country are.
Sorry, I went out of Chicago.
Strawberry Jacket, a slightly drier blend of bourbon and rye whiskey barrel. English barley wines, aged 18 months, provides a base for the delicate nuances of fresh strawberry. It shines while retaining the same balance we expect of our beloved Straight Jacket.
Straight Jacket's amazing.
Reminiscent of fresh, juicy strawberry atop a creme brulee. This sipper can accompany dessert
They
or stand
just
on its
painted a
own.
picture.
The sipper can accompany a dessert or stand on its own. Enjoy now or store cold.
So 2 things. I'm going to preface
did I
the second thing with the
the
first thing. Barton
Jesus!
just smashed his.
Oh man!
Second of all,
I thought it was a leftover of what I had.
we have
That way you can taste it.
we have a dish bitch. I'm the glass rinser between the glasses.
Oh my god.
This is what Barton does like 11%ers. Set over, Tyler, before you drink.
What is the ABV?
Oh
on
yeah.
this?
What do we think that they're going to... All right.
Ooh, do we want to guess?
Ooh, that'll be fun.
I haven't looked
this
yet.
would be a fun guess one. But I'm going to ask, as a question before 3 of us drink this.
Yes, East Coast hockey is better than West Coast hockey. Question.
Unrelated to hockey. So the barley wines that we have had have a very, barley wine flavor. Do we? And I have trust in Revolution, but how do we think the strawberry is going to pair with a barley wine?
Well, you asked this question because we have learned through the course of the show that strawberry is a very difficult flavor to pull off. And plus the fact that we're drinking barley wines, which you hardly ever get gimmicks in a barley wine.
Right? That's why
If done well,
with, like,
if done well, I think strawberry could be a good flavor for it.
And they painted that very particular picture of a strawberry-topped creme brulee.
This came out of a can.
I like
correct?
Revolution.
Yes.
I enjoy barley wines. I like strawberry flavor. I just don't know if it would work even if they do it well. I'm curious.
Yeah, it works.
I was going to say that strawberry with the other flavors like stone fruit, plum, flavors in a barley wine traditionally.
It works.
Man, that's not bad.
It works.
On the second cold. No, seriously, Barton walked up, just smashed it like it was a shot of
I thought it was getting rid of something that was beforehand.
yeah,
it works.
It's actually not bad.
He took like a shot of Skull when he was chasing with like some orange drink. Like,
So what's this weighing at?
Well, we're
This is
guessing.
gonna be-
I haven't looked yet. I don't think they know.
Oh, percentage-wise.
Yeah, we're gonna guess ABV.
+8.
Okay.
So you're saying 8.
I think you're just
Well,
saying his
8
charisma score in D&D is
8 to
plus 8.
8.5, but yeah.
All right, so 8 to 8.5. Matt.
Well, knowing Straight Jacket is what it is, and this being a variant, probably a special reserve thing, it's probably going to be stronger than the regular, I would presume. Doesn't drink like it, though.
What's a drink like? Give me something.
I don't know.
Based on what you know, based on all of it.
I kind of
can't
forget
remember
where it
if I
rings
could
in
say
normal. I think it
mine,
normally
dude.
is about 11-ish. I'm going to go 11-7.
It's a solid score. What do you think?
14.6.
I'm going 14.
John probably knows because he paid for it already. This
I
is
don't, but I know
lopsided.
Revolution.
So I'm guessing 14.3. He's guessing 14.6.
I'm going
Yeah.
way low.
You said 11.5.
11-7.
11.7.
I mean, this does
8.5.
drink really
8.5.
smooth, though.
All right, let's find it.
18.
You and I both were technically over, but not by a lot. It's a 14.2.
Closest not going over.
Technically,
Price is right rules.
technically, Price is Right rules.
And that
I
is
missed it by 0.1.
Price is Right rules is
How we've always done it.
universal.
But damn, I missed that by 0.1. You only missed it by 0.5. Like, dude, that is some.
And it doesn't taste like it.
No,
at
this
all.
is DUI.
That's the thing. All right, so John,
Yeah.
how much of that were you operating on pre-existing knowledge of where?
No,
Straight
it's
Jack
pre-existing
normally
knowledge.
is?
Oh,
It is
this
pre-existing
is-
knowledge of what Revolution does.
Everything I guessed was based on my
right.
knowledge of
Dude,
Revolution.
all right,
Yeah.
you've got Straight Jacket back there. Do you know what normal Straight
I
Jacket is
don't.
at?
I don't know.
You should
Okay.
grab it.
Because that's what I didn't.
Hold on.
I thought it was like 11-ish was where Straight Jacket normal sat.
No, I think
No?
it's 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
No, that's the one we just drank.
So you want... No.
This should be entertaining.
Pardon.
I got it. I got it pulled up. 13.1.
Oh, okay. I thought at 11 I was shooting low on Straight Jacket, but this drink's so smooth. I'm like, that maybe
I'm really sad I'm done.
maybe this variant they made was a lower ABV just because of adding the fruit. Somehow they didn't get it as high.
Now, 8 technically. Barton goes first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He was afraid of. Yeah, he was afraid of that.
Before we get there, it is not anywhere close to my favorite barley wine we've had on the show.
That strawberry takes away a lot of the traditional barley wine flavors.
But it does well with those
It does.
flavors. Just not. I think it does take away enough that it takes away from some of my favorites. For instance, Straight Jacket, which I gave a 5.
Yeah.
So the strawberry Straight Jacket I think is very good. Very, very good.
Very good.
But not in that upper echelon of barley wines. I think barley wine's something you don't really add to. That's just now part of that is my 2 favorite beers in the world are traditional sours and barley wines.
And you don't put a radiator in a Harley. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
We're talking about a fuel pump and a Hyundai. for this guy.
Barton? Well, I don't drive foreign, thank you. I drive American mades that are actually made overseas.
No, you-
but,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you make a Jeep that was built in the river.
Well, that Jeep pretty much, yeah. Anyway,
So, barley wines for me are always just terrible. Hold on, but they always come in like some fancy bottle that you paid $900 fucking dollars for, and you had to pop a cork for it. The fact that they made a barley wine that is in a can, poppable top. Now, no, you're not going to drink this all day long. It's not going to be your all day beverage.
oh God, no.
I like.
I mean,
this.
it would be for me.
I'm willing to give it a
but-
try.
For me, I got a lot of strawberry finish on it.
Oh, yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I thought it was phenomenal on that. The alcohol bit I will always have a problem with, but that is good. Like my father, who likes to drink beer on a professional basis.
Yeah, he does. I like your dad.
Yeah, go do. Yeah, you should have him on this, and he'll bring like just random.
Oh my God, your dad would be a blast on this show.
You would have to fire him. You have to make sure he sounded. But anyway, this is good. I do not like this style of beer, and like I think put it in the canner. Danner knows that. But it's,
Put it in the canner, Danner.
What about it better be
Good,
on the
it's
canner,
drinkable.
Danner?
It's.
In the canner, Danner.
What's on the
It's
canner better be in the
smooth and
canner,
drinkable.
Danner?
Hey, let Barton finish his thought.
I'm gonna go for this style of beer. The fact that it's in a can, which I really like, and all the ladies that know Danner,
He likes it in the canner too.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5. I like the strawberry. I get a lot of strawberry in there. And I'll like that.
You know, that's actually... It's lower than I think John and I will give it, but it's actually a decent score. I understand because, honestly, my traditionalist barley wine kind of
It's
style...
not my kind of beer, man. But I like the strawberry.
No, it's just you build it up and
what
then
gives him his bump is what's cutting mine down.
Yeah.
My traditionalist barley wine personality is struggling a little bit. Now I think strawberry is one of about 3 fruits you could use that work.
Yeah.
Work and be elite are 2 different things, but work.
Good point. Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 4. I am going to search it out again. But I think 4 is as high as I possibly can go on this.
That's low. Damn.
Davenport, what you got?
I think it's done really well. I think the fact that
Absolutely.
you can get a 4-pack, and listen, I get it. It's a 4-pack, and it's like $40, maybe $45 for a 4-pack.
We've talked about the price.
Yeah, but it's 48
I know.
ounces
I
compared
know,
to 2
but-
bombers. You're still
Exactly.
doing
It's
when you do
$20
that.
a bomber.
When you do the ounce math, it makes sense. But when you look at it like 4 cans, you're like what the fuck? But
It's
48 ounces versus 44
And
if
it's-
you do 2 bombers. And it's still cheaper than the average bomber price.
I will pay that all day, every day for this. I
that revelation really turned my world upside down face when we talked about that. Like, oh, well, okay, yeah,
Amazing, isn't it?
yeah,
I'm
okay,
gonna do it.
okay.
I'm gonna go 4.75. That's what I was going to originally.
Really?
Go.
Wow.
I really
You're
enjoyed
giving
it.
this the same score you gave the original Straight Jacket.
One of those is wrong.
The straight jacket's wrong. The straight jacket's a 5.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
Smell money, and I gave it 5s.
Yeah.
All right, so what's it average out to?
It's gonna be a 4.
All right, so it averages to a 4. Now, that does give us 3 beers at a 4 or higher today. The Stone Fruit Symphony,
That was good. That Stone Fruit Symphony was phenomenal.
that was the sour.
Yeah, you hated that.
I'm just trying to fucking.
The Take 10 and the Strawberry Jacket. Now, as always, we end the night with our favorite beer of the night, right? Now, it doesn't have to be the highest score.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a favorite.
Just, it can be the one that surprised you the most. Yada, yada, yada. What is your beer of the night, starting off with off-screen Matt?
Off-screen, Matt.
I'm actually gonna go with the Take 10. I think.
Hold on, we're going to pause real quick. What would you have scored this beer? I forgot to ask you.
Oh yeah, okay. That I am begrudgingly gonna agree with Tyler on pretty much. Like there's a roller coaster of things like. The strawberry does pair well with the barley wine, but I don't think that I care for it personally. But it's well crafted, it's well done, it does pair well, so I want it. And if I had someone else that was a barley wine fan, or someone that's even not, this would be a good thing to share with somebody. It's a very it's with our parameters of it drinks like 8, but is higher DUI shelf. This isn't quite there,
Oh,
but it's
this DUI
damn near
shelf.
close
Yeah.
because it's so high. I said 11.7 because I thought this is going to be like in the 11s, maybe 12s, drinking it. And this thing's almost pushing 15. Like, this drink's way better than what it is.
I want to drink this with charcuterie boards and cheeses.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
But
Adult Lunchables all day long.
much like Tyler, I would prefer the more standard barley
like
wine
that
flavor
idea.
to this on a preferential thing. But quality-wise, desire to have this novelty to share, I can't deny that it should be under a 4, but I can't go over a 4 either.
And then your best beer was Take...
Beer of the night, I'm going to go with Take 10. That was surprisingly delicious. It had everything on the can in the can. It was 11%. It was good. Even though we could tell it was artificial, it was still very well done. I think that was the most successful beer of the night, personally.
Very fair. John?
God, I'm thinking this is going to be, what is beer of the night? Like, this is my favorite. But beer of the night, I think, the beers that we've had and what stands out, I'm going to go with the first Iron Maiden beer. The Hoppy Lager.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That was a good one.
Super crushable. More hop flavor than the IPA. It's not a standout beer. It's not a great beer, but I just really appreciate how it was done.
It was a really good beer, though.
It was.
Man, I gotta go with that malt liquor, man. Like,
No,
there's a
that's
lot
fair.
of things to that. Like that Red Fang, I didn't even know they were a part of it. Malt liquor is not an enjoyable thing.
No.
It's
You
a
earn
ve-
your stripes.
It's a
See what I mean?
very potent beer, like, just kind of mixed down, like, what can we put in a can or a bottle? But it was good. Like, it really kind of hit the point of a malt liquor fix, so to say, which I somewhat get. And I loved it. I thought it was great. It was sweet. Packed a punch. Would I pay whatever for 9 ounces of it? Probably not. Like, I'll go get the Magnums or whatnot. But it was still very good. Very good on the palate.
You'd rather get condoms?
Thank you. Tyler was like, don't do it.
And that would be my beer of the night.
This bubblegum tastes awful.
Ribbed for your pleasure. For her pleasure.
Who got bubble gum? You got bubble gum? Chomp.
Beer of the night, Tyler.
Better chomp that gum. Chomp.
Chomp.
So I've bounced back and forth, and I hate to agree with John, but it's going to be the
chomping back and
it's gonna be the Hellcat IPL. I mean, I love the Stone Fruit Symphony. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed the Take 10. I thought that kind of surprised me, especially with the artificial smell and taste, but yet
It worked.
it balanced really fucking well. But when it came down to it, that Hellcat IPL had the perfect blend of that biscuity lager with the IPA hops.
Yeah.
That was a great blend. I hate to give them credit, but Brewdog knocked that one out of the park. But it turned out to be my beer of the night because they did it very, very well. That has been the end of the night. We've gotten to give away 2 tickets to Hops and Coaster Drops, hosted by the one, the only Indiana on Tap.
And we want you guys to come out and get laid that weekend. If you don't know people that want to get laid, make sure
Get a malt liquor.
Give them malt liquor.
Not a sour beer.
Not that sour beer.
But make sure, if you've never listened to Red Fang, listen to Red
Never
Fang.
been,
How did we end up on
I
that?
don't know.
Because
Never
of the
been
malt
a malt
liquor.
liquor.
Or Iron Maiden. If you've never listened to Iron Maiden.
And if
Iron
you
Maiden.
Yeah, you
never
definitely check that
really
out.
thought
Dun,
about
dun,
like
dun,
the
dun,
Land
dun,
of the Clouds,
Gallon
Lando
bass sounds.
Calrissian said when he looked at Darth Vader, he's like, "Hey man, yeah, you can use my thing, but drink some malt liquor when you go in there."
Because I'm a malt liquor picker.
You said it right, man.
But no, Jesus.
Oh yeah, don't forget him. He's important. And Tom T. Hall passed away. We should definitely note that Tom T. Hall is no longer with us anymore.
Tomorrow there will be a post from our on-scene detective at River North. I'm excited. Our good buddy went out there and checked out one of our favorite breweries. It's going to be a real fun review.
Poozle got hit.
It's him and his fiance went out there, and man, I'll tell you what, I don't think they expected to enjoy it as much as they did. So there's going to be some cool pictures, cool little write-up from them.
Nudies.
Question: Do we post the second half of our
It's all
Dome
been
County
posted.
Jail distributor?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that was posted
Yeah,
back
it's
to
all
back.
posted.
Oh, I didn't see the second half. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Also, if you're going to Hops and Coaster Drops, make sure you look out for the Two Beerded Guys. We don't have a booth. We're going to be walking around. We're going to be having a blast. I will be in this shirt and then my Two Beerded Guys hat.
I'll be in that shirt.
John will be in this shirt and his Mudhog hat.
Actually, John has to go topless. We're getting like this nice little outfit.
Whoa, can I go topless instead?
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
go.
at least one of them will have the
I
chest
have
on
4
display.
tattoos.
I'm going to go that shirt and kill
We're
it.
getting him a drone that just follows his chest hair around. We don't have that
A
technology.
drone that follows it.
We have like a team from MIT coming
You're
in.
all-
Is it like a water stick? Like it just points somewhere to
It's gonna be
go?
weird. We don't know how it's gonna work yet. You know.
You'll be able to find Off-Screen Matt based on his Off-Screen Matt hat that he'll be wearing.
Off-screen sharks.
No, his actual
No,
Off-Screen
yeah,
Matt.
actually, my logo hat of myself looking down while I'm walking around the park looking down. If you look at the right hat where the guy looks like he has Down syndrome, you're like, oh, that's the guy.
Whoa.
that guy looked
Yeah,
really
that's too much,
sad. Like,
sorry.
yeah, he's
That's
a
down.
Sharks fan. He should be sad.
All right, so we're going to have a great time
Outside
at
the
that
Bengals,
event.
I have reason to be sad.
Loggers in Lawrence in September is going to be a fantastic event.
I'm excited
we
for
will
that.
have a booth for
We
that
got
one.
our signs, so we're good with our signs.
And we'll see the Davises.
Yeah.
Is there a winter dog race?
There is a winter dog race, guys. So we were talking about like the event at Indiana Beach, but Loggers in Lawrence is fun, man. It's like Oktoberfest.
Fuck yeah, it is.
And it's in the not. I'm gonna get shot part of town of Lawrence. You know, it's gonna be fun.
Wow.
We're having a win. It's important. You can be wiener dog, like they're wiener dog races. You can bet on them. There's all sorts of stuff.
I'm
going
doing
on.
the Stein holding competition this year.
Will they be dressed up like
Steinhardt
schnitzels?
There's gonna be.
Can we bring Das Boot?
You can bring whatever drinking device you
We're
want
bringing
to,
Das Boot.
and you can bring them to them. Like the breweries, it's so fun. It's our last event of the year, and Lawrence really does kind of like tear it up for this. Like they're putting in like the new park, Millennium Park, right? So like they have this new part of town, and they've always done a great fucking job. Just come out.
Are there tickets still available?
There are tickets still available.
And can we get a discount code?
Yes, we can. We can do it. Schlong.
No, stop it.
No.
It's Can Donger.
Can or
21.
banner?
No, we're gonna like two bearded guys, Lawrence.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll
We'll
announce
post that.
we'll announce the code tomorrow.
plenty of tickets available. But seriously,
Or maybe the day
And we'll
after.
get him an Uber home. It'll be fine.
And if you have
take care of
if
them.
you have a wiener
Take
dog, we need wiener dogs for the wiener dog race. We only have like 27. Like we would like to have an even 33 for the Indianapolis 500.
And even 33.
Wow. That's kind of impressive.
That's a lot of wieners.
All right, guys, we're the Two Beerded Guys. I'm TBG_Ops guy.
My dog being cute.
With us today,
Barton Lewis remaining on tap.
and behind the camera, the one, the only.
I'll scream that.
Later, y'all.
Keep your stick on the ice.